Good choice. Good choice. Good choice. Good choice. Good choice.
在那遥远的时空闪烁，是那神秘的古老传说。经过漫长的岁月蹉跎，依然留在我心中。他们是一群真的英雄，他们的故事惊心动魄，历经了艰险，百折阡陌，惊涛骇浪都闯过。传说，传说在那变幻莫测的某个时空。传说，传说他们千变万化，能各显神通。传说，传说任凭时光流转，但正气不灭，给我们留下神的传说。传说，传说，传说，传说，传说任凭时光流转，但正气不灭，给我们留下神的传说。
All right, chat. What's up? What's going on? Mr. Radon is trying to decide on food. Oh my god. Alright, chat. Heads up, I'm fucked. But that's okay. It's alright. It's alright, alright? It's alright. Right, chat? Chat? Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Chat? Chat? Everything's fine, but it's kind of hard to move. But I'll do it. It's gonna be fine. I gotta get this out of the way. All right, chat. All right.
Good choice.
Still haven't shaved. Gone are the days of the clean shaving, chat. Gone are the days of the clean shaving. Now I'm in this state. Hello there. Is it okay? I hope it's okay. Son Goku, thank you for the 100 bits. Things have been okay. Thing that's got me destroyed at the moment is nothing cyclone related, which continues to be fucking infuriatingly annoying because it just won't come. It just won't come. Have you guys ever been in a situation where it just won't come? Like, you want to come, but you just can't. What's up, TDX? Base hole, thank you for the 100 bits. I'm not in the roofing business at the moment. Let me quickly catch up here before I do something, I guess. Montana Dan, thank you for the 12 months. It's Oki, thank you for the 43 months. Dr. Zayas, thank you for the 36 months. 3 years, Dr. Zayas. Why did a hype train just start when there was no new thing that... There was no subscriber or anything. The hype train just started there after a while. Shilrai, thank you for the 32 months. Empty Eye, thank you for the 28 months.
Thank you, Catherine.
The Alpha Ozone, it's gone.
I've been working on it for 30 years. I finally succeeded, and now it's gone. What are we going to do now at the International Clean Air Conference? Everybody's waiting to see it. What can I do? I'm so old now. Who is going to help me find the Alpha Ozone for me?
Mystic's Dream, thank you.
Quickly, Catherine, my brand new Benz. It's gone.
But
I've been saving up for 30 years and finally bought it, and now it's gone.
Now it's gone.
What are we going to do now at the Greek rap conference? Everyone is waiting to see it. What can I do? I'm so old
Look,
now.
we've gone like a good...
Who's going to help me find my brand new Benz for me?
We've gone like a good week or so without watching that shit again. Why you guys keep wanting to watch brand new Benz again? We've gone like a week without seeing it. I was on a roll. You really want the stream to... This stream's gonna be fucked. Like, straight up, just from the start. This is a fucked stream where I'm just barely gonna struggle to do what I want to do. And then I don't know what's gonna happen. But if I just lie back like this, I'll be fine. Thank you, Empty Eye, for the 28 months. Pupils don't blink. Thank you for the biddies. Retro Mega, thank you for the 45 months. You're a 45er, Retro Mega. Sun Goku, thank you again for the 100 bits. And Base Hole as well. The one they called Base Hole. Mystic's Dream, thank you for the 555 Dr. Ozone bits. And Fat Rambo, the legendary Fat Rambo. Thank you, Fat Rambo, for the 65 months of support. Gomadank, thank you for the 27 months. Very dank there, Gomadank. Gomadank, you've been uploading stuff. We might have to come to an agreement because I have not even started.
Quickly, Catherine. The Alpha Ozone, it's gone.
Proto Man.
I've been working on it for 30 years. I finally succeeded, and now it's gone.
Oh.
What are we going to do now at the International Clean Air Conference? Everybody's waiting to see it. What can I do? I'm so
sold
old
now.
Who is going to help me find the Alpha Ozone for me?
Proto Man, I will help you.
Initial text after first cheer, second cheer Monka's third party emote Burb second third party emote third cheer Makoff's hacker 42 meow first party emotes.
Good choice.
Thank you. Kinunton, thank you for the gift sub to Quickly Kate. Quickly, Kate! There's no time. There's plenty of time. J-Bud Airline, thank you for the 100 bits. Yuri Gagarin? I don't know what you're talking about, J-Bud Airline. I don't know what you're talking about. Thank you, Proto Man. There's a level 2 hype train now for some reason. Yeah, I gotta figure out something with the VODs. I gotta do something with the VODs because, like, it's kind of pointless having the VODs up without chat. Like, I don't have chat in my thing because I've got the cover art and the description and everything, so I can't really put chat in my thing, but maybe I should figure out a way to squeeze it in there, but it will compromise other parts of the thing. But I don't know, like, maybe I need to come to an agreement with someone to do, like, a YouTube archive because I can't do it at the moment. I've got, like, I just don't have the ability to do it. I have the ability to save some random VODs, but chat is definitely not necessary. I mean, I guess, like, it depends. I don't know, it depends. If you guys really don't care about chat, I can start archiving And, you know, you could do like 30 a day or something and maybe get it done, but Proto Man is doing something? It has chat too? Proto Man has some chat thing? I need to like PM you or something. I know Gomadank uploads some stuff. I might have to talk to you in Discord or something, Proto Man, so we can get to the bottom of it, because there's like this stress over my head of having to do that, but I just do not, like, I haven't figured out a solution. There's like no way to do it in my thing. So I don't know. I'm Mayu on Discord. Okay, Proto Man. I'll talk to you on stream. Maybe I'll talk to others as well and just see what's going on. I don't know. But, yeah, because, I don't know, there's some streams where I feel like chat is kind of important. It's kind of weird without seeing what chat's saying. But, you know, I don't know, should I just start having chat in the layout? If I just start having chat in the layout, then I could, like, upload it, but it would be shit chat. It would be that compromised chat where there's just, like, 2 lines. You know, in the layout where I've just got box cover and description, I would have to just have a little bit of chat there, but it would just be like 2 lines, and it'll be really hard to keep up with it if there's just 2 or 3 lines. So it's like compromised chat. So like, you know, having it separate is still better. But if you have it separate, then you gotta, like, the way you sort of upload, you know, you have to upload the video, but then you have to like redo the VOD and then upload the redo the VOD and then upload the video again. Well, it takes time. It takes like 6 or 7 hours or some shit just to do one thing with chat in the video itself, like one video with chat and the thing, like to redo it like that with tools. So it's like, it's fucked. Like, if, you know, I have to rely on bloody whoever's doing it in chat. If Proto Man really has a handle on this situation, we don't have to do all VODs. I would like, not every VOD as they're done necessarily, because I mean, I can talk about this in Discord, but you know, if you just have the raw VOD, it wouldn't be edited to cut out the beginning and the end and shit. And all my highlights have like the beginning and the end cut out and stuff. So you know, the best way of doing it would be to only upload my highlights after I've made the highlight. Like, I do the highlight where I edit it like that, and then someone else puts it on YouTube with chat from the highlight. That might be the best way we're gonna do it, but anyway, I'll figure it out later. We'll figure it out later. We'll figure it out later. It's called having an editor. Well, like, I do the editing myself. Like, I can make all the highlights and then someone just puts them on YouTube from the highlight, because the whole putting on YouTube with chat in the video is like just too fucked for me. Like, I can't do it with my tools and shit. So like, I can do the editing with the highlight and then someone can take the highlight and put it on YouTube. We'll see if Proto Man is up to that or what happens. I'll talk in Discord. Dragoon Zero, thank you for the gift sub to Damn It Baines. Appreciate that, Dragoon Zero. So anyway, let's move on to whatever the heck was next. What was next? Next. Why cut the beginning? It's so funny always. Well, by cut the beginning, I mean just cut the, you know, whenever I make a highlight, I cut out the intro waiting time, essentially. Not the lore or anything, but the waiting time and stuff. Boboblio, thank you for the 41 months. Boboblio. So this bloody cyclone that still hasn't hit. So we're going into like day 3 now of everything being shut. Shops are shut. It's just like a ghost town. No one's walking around. It's just this ghost town. It's like day 3 now. The cyclone was supposed to hit like 2 days ago. It just keeps getting delayed. Everything is fucked. Like, it's so annoying. So it's like, do I stream? I'll just stream, even though the cyclone's supposed to come, but now it's not supposed to come, but now it's supposed to come, now it's not supposed to come, now it's supposed to come, but then it's not, and then it will, and then it's not, and then it will, and then it's not. So we're still in a state of who the fuck knows. It's supposed to be like tonight, tomorrow now. But considering it's been wrong every single time, it just means nothing at this point. Hopefully it just freaking comes right now, so we delete it and it gets out of the way. Dragoon Zero has gifted a sub to Tawegia. Thank you, Dragoon Zero, for the gift sub to Tawegia. Tawegia played Caesar 1. The only Twitch streamer of Caesar 1. So yeah, this cyclone keeps edging. It's just so annoying. It's like it's fine outside. It's not even raining at the moment. Sometimes it's like rain a little bit. There's winds, but all the shops are shut. So like, you know, last night I had to get or takeaway from this dodgy place that was doing pizzas. It's Cyclone Alfred, by the way. The name of the cyclone is Cyclone Alfred, chat. MP83, thank you for the raid, MP83. We got a level 3 hype train. Did I catch up with Boboblio? Dragoon Zero gifted the sub. Dragoon Zero gifted a sub to Dammit Baines. I think I missed that. Dragoon Zero with the 41 months. Still a Carl with the 95 months. Flynn's with the 21 months. J-Bud Airline, Canunton gifting a sub to... Oh yeah, I saw that. Okay, I think I'm caught up. I think. Colin, thank you for the 59 months, Colin. What's going on? Yeah, I need to strap down my brand new Benz. Sunnybank is not shut? Fuck, everything around here is shut. Like, everything is freaking shut. I really want to go eat some bloody noodles or something. Maybe I should go to Sunnybank, but knowing me, I'll drive to Sunnybank and that's when the cyclone will start. Takes like 20 minutes to drive there. Anyway, I had to get this bloody pizza, chat. I had to get this bloody pizza, and the pizza, when I woke up today, I'm fucked. Like, this is a sickness stream. It's not a sickness stream to where it's like, you know, I really just should not be here. Like, it's fine, I can deal with it. But my stomach is in extreme pain at the moment. This is going to be a sickness stream that hasn't happened since Prince of Persia 2 at the beginning of last year. And that was a lot worse. That I really shouldn't have been streaming during those Prince of Persia 2 streams where like it was just fucked and I had the strep throat and shit. Now it's just my stomach. Like I can talk fine. My head is fine. I got a clear head and everything. So there's no like headache and shit. But my stomach is just like these streaks of pain, like pain streaks going through my stomach. I had this bloody chicken and pesto pizza and this pepperoni pizza, and it's just like freaking food poisoned me or some shit. I've been sleeping for like the last 12 hours, and then like before the stream, like I only woke up like freaking 40 minutes ago or something. I've been streaming for 33 minutes. I woke up like 40 minutes ago. I was trying to put as much sleep in as possible because I just couldn't get out of bed because my stomach is just trying to digest this food or trying to recover. It's just in pain. My stomach is in pain and I'm fat. So I can play a game. I can finish off fucking Vengeance of Mr. Peppermint. I can do it. I want to get that game out of the way. Because I want to play it. I want to finish it. Vengeance of Mr. Peppermint. I got to be finished. All right, chat. Like, where do I even start with this game? I'm too busy talking about other shit. Like, just talking. I gotta like bloody catch up. Hold on a second here. I gotta catch up. Dragoon Zero gifted subs to Charlotte, Sav, Tescon, Rempy, Don Coco Can, John Reed the Traveller. I don't know if I missed one there. I think that's everything. Just barely missing it and scrolling off the thing. Thank you so much, Dragoon Zero, for the 5 gift subs. That is very kind of you. 5 gift subs. Appreciate that. Battle Hamster gifted 5 subs as well. Battle Hamster getting excited at the prospect of more Vengeance of Mr. Peppermint. Switch Retro, Huffle Chuff, Ugnarik, Faust, Y2K, and Big Bad Pat. Yeah, Pat's pretty bad. Thank you for the 5 gift subs, Battle Hamster. And Soul Survivor, thank you for the 100 bits. I think I'm caught up there. Appreciate that, guys. Appreciate that. Add me and Shoopit on 7 TV. I won't add Shoopit, but I can add you, Spider-Man. I don't know about Shoopit, though. I still haven't even... Shoopit sent me, like, DMs, like, 2 weeks ago, and I still haven't responded in Discord. And, like, I keep remembering for 2 seconds, and then something else distracts me, and I haven't responded to him. So he's probably like, oh, fuck. macawLaugh's, like, fucking ignoring me and shit. And, like, to a degree, I am, because I don't respond straight away, but I mean to respond... But I still haven't responded. It's been like 2 weeks where Shoopit's been trying to talk to me in Discord. I still haven't responded. There's heaps of times where literally there's like someone who sent me a message and I read it before stream. I'm like, I'll respond to that after stream. And then I get completely sidetracked. And then I literally only remember like 1.5 weeks down the line in the middle of sleeping. I'm like in the middle of sleeping, I never respond to that dude. Now he thinks I'm an asshole. And then I have to get up and respond. That happens all the time. Wait a second, I forgot to respond to that dude. There was some dude that sent me a message saying he wanted the screenshot of the manual from Akiko Hard. I think that was like 5 days ago or some shit. I'm just remembering now and I haven't responded to it. I was going to do it immediately. I was going to get the thing immediately and immediately do it. That's in my Discord. Wait, I'm going to go on my Discord. I'm going to my Discord. I'm going to search for Akiko. Alright, who is this? M something. It doesn't show the full name because I'm streaming. I was watching your Akiko Hard stream again and just noticed you flashed the manual credits in your stream. I realize now's a bad time, but if you ever get a chance to, while you're not in literal danger, I would love a better look at that. I'm not in literal danger. This cyclone isn't doing shit at the moment. Oh, that was yesterday at 2 a.m. my time. Okay, I got it. Someone just freaking make sure I respond to this dude, because sometimes I forget shit for like half a year and then I respond, chat. Sometimes I just forget. I'm not responding to Shoopit for a while though. We're going to respond to that Akiko guy before Shoopit. Respond now. To respond now, I'd have to go find the Akiko box and take a photo and then upload it, which is easy to do, but like, I'll do it after the stream. I'll do it after the stream. Good choice. I won't forget after the stream. I won't forget. I want to, if anyone's interested in like off-kilter shit like Akiko Hard, like I need to help because that's like the shit that I enjoy helping out with the most. If someone's interested in like fucking Akiko Hard, they're watching the VOD. That's the main thing I need to help with because that's why I stream, to have people get excited over shit like that. Games like that. Search Vinny and answer my request, please. Did you say something, Vinny? I don't know what you said. I don't know what you have to search if I remember. There's a level 5 hype train. Spock Ninja, thank you for the 3 months. I'll try my hardest, Spock Ninja. I'll try my hardest. Punk Redcat, thank you for the 100 bits. Don't know if I caught that before, but now I have. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom of chat. All right. Okay. Please translate Sorcerian Original for you. You don't want to play Sorcerian Original, Gary Johansson. It's the shittest Sorcerian. Actually, well, it's not the shittest Sorcerian, but it's a pointless Sorcerian.
What can I do for you, Jim?
Ash,
Give me the brandy!
Hello, Ash said hi. I'm gonna say hi to Ash. Cure Windy, thank you for 250 bits.
I love this stream.
I'm happy you enjoy it, Cure Windy. As I was saying, I ate this pizza because it was the only thing that was open. I got this pizza and now my stomach is in pain. Not too much pain to not be able to stream, but I am extremely, like, sort of half fucked. That's why I'm kind of sitting here just talking. I'm not being the normal shit where I'm like, all right, guys,
Good choice!
we're gonna... Who's ready for games today? We're gonna play fucking... I'll show you guys what we're playing today, chat. We're gonna play... we're gonna play this. We're gonna play Prayer of the Warrior, the Spanish ZX Spectrum Barbarian game. And then once this is finished, maybe we'll have a look at... maybe we'll let me just have a look here, chat. Let me just look around. We might just have to play a little bit of I don't know, like smell of blood. Might have to play smell of blood afterwards as well. Ash said hi, gifted a sub to Minoc Fox. Thank you so much, Ash. How's it going, Ash? Cure Windy, thank you for the 200. Well, I already said that. Now I'm getting totally confused. Anyway, we're not going to be doing that. I'm sort of like half fucked because of the stomach food poisoning situation. Ralph?
Quickly, Catherine. The alpha ozone, it's gone.
It's gone.
I've been working on it for 30 years. I finally succeeded, and now it's gone. What are we going to do now at the International Clean Air Conference? Everybody's waiting to see it. What can I do? I'm so old now. Who is going to help me find the alpha ozone for me?
Ralph? I will.
Did you just say prayer of the warrior? macawLaugh, I don't know what the fuck that is. macawLaugh.
I did not. I said that we're going to be playing M-Hard. We're going to be playing M-Hard. It's one of those Japanese animes, as they call them. One of those Japanese animes. M-Hard? This is a game about this evil dominatrix blonde-haired woman who captures this maid and this boy, and then M-Hard. Think the M probably stands for masochism? The best ending in the game is the ending where the boy goes insane and he starts running around the city streets naked. It's one of the many endings in the game. Another ending includes dominating the dominatrix. That's my preferred ending. I haven't played this in like 15 years. It's got pretty good art. Nothing too exciting beyond then. Does anyone want me to stream M-Hard? I'll show you guys a better game. Of course, a better game is Merry-Go-Round. Stream Merry-Go-Round instead. This is one of the best PC98 cover arts. Merry-Go-Round. Forget having a freaking sub-main character. This is a game where we play big, square-jawed American man who fucks girls. But he's also, like, Deckard, whatever, from Blade Runner, so he's trying to fight a cyborg in the streets, except every now and then there has to be a sex scene. This is actually kind of an interesting game because there's actually not that many Japanese PC adult games that have a protagonist that looks like this, like American Man, where it's not the generic anime style. Well, generic anime style when applied to whatever era of anime. This is, of course, 90s anime. But to have, like, a dude that's very specifically drawn to have, like, you know, these, like actual features with this, like, jaw and the hair is blonde and all this shit is shockingly rare. It's shockingly rare for a protagonist. Usually the protagonist is always some filler Japanese-looking dude with just black hair and just nondescript face or whatever, so that the jack-off Japanese dudes can, like, feel like they're the main character or whatever. So, like, this is one of the very few games where it's American Man. Another game where it's, like, American Man main character, or not main character, but yeah, is probably Black Scriptures, Kurono Dansho, except the main character in that is a Japanese dude. Wait, I've got the art book today. Sidetracked! This game, very, very good game, very good anime as well. Kurono Dansho. This is the main character, this guy. Do they have any art of the American dudes in this? Because the American dudes in this look freaking hilarious. This is the game where you start in Japan, and there's like murders happening in a ski resort, and then you travel. Oh yes, dude, it's so good. You travel to America. Like the second half of the game is in America, and you've got like all these American friends and shit, and you have to try to basically stop Cthulhu shit. So it's like half murder mystery, half Cthulhu. Look at this. Look at the artwork in this bloody game, this art book. Look at the American dudes. Clark Ashton, dude. Clark Ashton. Look at this shit. How good is that? How fucking good. Louis Weldich. Weldich. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Who else is in this game? Bill Torga. Oh yeah, this is your main friend, Bill Torga. Look at Bill. When you go to America, this guy's like your main friend. He's like this bar owner guy. Look at this shit. How fucking insane does this look? This is probably the most popular game that Abogado Powers made. If anyone's familiar with Abogado Powers, this is the most popular game they made. There's like an anime series that was made to this, and even though it's not as high budget as you would like, it's very well directed. Apart from, like, you know, it has a few pointless sex scenes in it, but overall it's kind of amazing. Hell's Half Acre. This book is insane. Look at this. Look at this shit, dude. Bill Torga. Hell's Half Acre. The freaking main dude. Getting out of control. It's good. It's good. Now I'm getting sidetracked by the art book of this game, chat. I'm getting sidetracked. Dudes get freaking murdered. Look at this. Freaking dude getting destroyed just like that dude in bloody Necronomicon with the spear through his freaking mouth. There's no Necronomicon art book. There is an art book to this. These two guys are freaking awesome as well. The two Japanese detectives. How freaking awesome is this? Look at the Japanese detectives. Shit looks fucking awesome. Look at this. Look at this. Like, fucking the artwork in this game is so awesome. Do I still watch anime? I watch old animes. I don't know how many new animes I'd want to watch. I definitely want to watch Virgin Punk, the new Yasuomi Umetsu anime that we discovered on stream. Apart from that, it's pretty rare to find a modern anime I actually want to watch. This game also has titties. Alright. you get this juxtaposition of just freaking generic anime titty, but then the sickest like character drama art and shit, this hard-boiled detective shit. That's what it's like with these bloody PC98 games and shit. That's what it's like, chat. That's what it's like. Oh, Perkins Gibson. You're freaking Perkins Gibson. Perkins Gibson, chat. Church library. Michelle Maximilian. It's actually supposed to be Michael, but they spell it wrong, so it looks French. Look at this. Freaking priest. Just like in bloody Necronomicon, the priest is a black guy for some reason. I don't know what that is with Japanese games, but apparently, maybe that's a thing from one of the Call of the Cthulhu stories or something. So all the Cthulhu related shit in Japan always has to have a black priest. Oh, this freaking piece of art. Do they have the original version of it? I don't think they do. Dude, this is so fucking awesome. This is so fucking awesome, chat. That's it. We're just looking at this more. Dude. This is so fucking awesome. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Wait, I'm gonna show it. Look at this. This is like a shot in the game with all these like surgeons on this woman's corpse. And in the game, it looks completely insane. This is just the making of one where they've just got all the line art and stuff. His girl. Cindy Delapau. Let's go to the next page. Look at frickin' Cthulhu Adventuring Bill, the Cave Altar. Cthulhu Adventuring Bill. Shit. Completely crazed game. The girl's been captured. Oh, that's right, bloody. One of the girls gets freaking annihilated. I think Bill gets killed because there's a zombified version of that American dude. You can sort of just spoil the story here. The girl gets bloody annihilated. Bill is like freaking getting attacked by the American zombified guy. Like, there he is, look at that. Look at that. Bill. This is where he gives you a thumbs up when he tells you to go, but he's like about to die. This very dramatic Bill dying scene. And then you get into the altar and there's this evil German dude who's the main bad guy. Evil German dude, main bad guy, chat. This guy. Evil German dude. How many Germans are in chat? Are you evil? And this guy as well. Look at this. Oh, this game. This game is awesome. I should stream this. Oh yeah, the girl gets Guts Cthulhu'd. The girl gets Guts Cthulhu'd, and then the other girl's like freaking with the German guy, and everyone's shooting everyone. It's just... I'm sort of remembering this climax now. Here's the Guts Cthulhu girl. And then this girl's got a gun and they're all shooting shit and this girl deflects from bloody spirit attack and bloody this is happening where they're freaking in the cathedral. Everyone's freaking shooting everyone. There's bloody action and it's just chaos and shit. I don't know. It's freaking shit. God, dude. There is so much fucking awesome shit in this book. It just... I've shown like 5%. Like, this thing is so thick. It's just endless. It's just freaking endless. It just keeps going. Bloody Kurono Dansho art book. Kurono Dansho art book. There's also an anime. There's also an anime. Anyway, I'm gonna put this back because we've already got distracted. Alright. Alright, chat. Now what are we doing? You see, that makes me forget about how much my stomach is hurting from that stupid pizza. That stupid pizza in my stomach, man. Oh, that's right, we're looking at merry-go-round. Alright, let's get down to business here, chat. Let's get down to business. We really can't wait any longer. It's time to play Crazed Fruit. I'm just joking. We're not going to do a whole playthrough of Crazed Fruit now because there's no way I can do that. It'll take like 8 hours. There's no way I can do that, chat. No way that that's happening. So instead of that, we are instead going to play Pachinko long enough until we get to fuck this blue-haired anime MILF character. Which I've never succeeded in doing. I've never succeeded. But she's there, she's waiting. I just need to get a lot of money from Pachinko. We're not going to play that. We're not going to play blue-haired anime Pachinko MILF game, chat. What we're going to play instead is, of course, going to be none other than... we gotta finish it. We gotta finish Vengeance of Mr. Peppermint. chat. We gotta finish Vengeance of Mr. Peppermint. I'm right at the end, I think. I think I'm sort of at the end. We've been playing it for 2 hours, 10 minutes. This game is simultaneously terrible and also really awesome. This is a very strange one. The game is terrible, but there's also moments where it's really fucking awesome. Do we get a Gamba? Gamba for what? Gamba for what? What if I finish it in 5 minutes? Well, then we go back to looking at freaking blue-haired anime girl game, don't we? Don't we? So yeah, like this game is... It's super low production values with all the menus and the presentation. The combat is botched because you only really want to use like 2 moves, 1 move to get them into stun fatality mode, and then you fatality them. And all the crowd control moves are useless. All the special kick combos, all these combos are useless because it just knocks the enemy down. They don't die. All you want to do is stun them, fatality, stun them, fatality, stun them, fatality. That's fine because one of the best things about the game is the animations for fatalitying them. But the combat is definitely kind of botched because, you know, there's no crowd control. There's literally no crowd control in this game, really, because of the roll button. The roll button makes you 100% invincible whenever you want it, so there's no crowd control. Whether there's a certain amount of enemies on the left or the right of you, it doesn't matter. The roll button just nerfs all that, and the game is just about trying to pick off fatalities. That's fine because I can still get fun from that, especially when it's doing a wide variety of enemies, so you get all the different fatality animations. There's a certain kind of insanity and craze to this game that's extremely appealing when you get in the flow of just fatalitying dudes all over the place, and it kind of looks amazing because the animations are so good. And then the music's also amazing. I think the way that the music is dynamic and constantly changing, even more so than Rising Up, which we played yesterday, is amazing. That's all amazing. Then it's got this story that has way too much text. It's terrible. It's pretentious right from the beginning. It basically seems like AI-generated garble. Like, it's not in any way captivating or clever or anything. It's just text. It's just text. It's shit. The style of the game, the narrative of the game, where it's like you're almost in a dream sequence. Your dude's almost tripping out or he's having a dream and you're going through all these events in your life and fighting these criminals that you took care of, but now your dude's gone insane and now he's all in his brain or something like that. We don't know for sure yet. Is awesome. And it works pretty well with like the abstract simplicity of the game where you're just walking down these thin corridors and like that's all awesome. But the text doesn't suit that. The text is terrible. If the text, like I kept saying yesterday, if you cut out about 80% of the text, it would be fine. Just have very minimal text. The text can be pretentious, it can be mysterious, it can not mean much, but as long as there's minimal weird text, that would actually work in the favor of the weird game. And it's just this weird dreamlike game you go through. But because the text is like this much, it's shit. So that's the worst part of the game. So the game is simultaneously terrible and also amazing in some ways. So I gotta finish it. I gotta play it. We gotta keep playing. We're right getting to the underground cult or whatever, where we're fighting the dudes with the masks and shit. So let's see how the game ends up. It's not out of the question that the ending of this game could just be astonishingly sick. But at the very least, just going back into this ebb and flow of just fatality shit is kind of sick. It sure is, White Rabbit Object. It sure is. It just continues to linger and be annoying without actually hitting. I don't know what it looks like outside at the moment, but the shops everything has been shut almost for like 3 days now. And there's just like a ghost town, but the freaking tornado still isn't coming. Cyclone. Before we do any of that, chat.
Whose turn is it next? Who is just about to roll the dice? Answer me!
Thank you, Cyclone, for the $10 donation.
I might threaten your stream. I might threaten it. I'm a fucking cyclone. I'm either a fucking cyclone or a fucking nothingness.
Good choice!
Thank you, Cyclone. I don't know when the cyclone's gonna come. Duke Donuts with the 78 months. Hello, Duke Donuts. I'm fine. So far the cyclone hasn't bloody come. But so I'm fine in regards to the cyclone, but what I'm not fine in regards to is the damn pizza that I had last night that's given me food poisoning, and my stomach is hurting a lot. But nonetheless, I want to stream, if anything, just to pass time until this bloody cyclone and also get my brain off this freaking pain in my chest. So streaming is actually good, but my stomach is having these like sharp, like pain things going because this fucking pizza. The pizza tasted pretty good. Little did I know that it was going to be a bloody trick pizza and affect me later on. But yeah, let's warm up. We're going to have to warm up today because this is such a fucked up stream already.
Good choice.
That we're going to have to warm up. We're going to have to play El Captain Trueno. White Rabbit Object, thank you for gifting a sub to the Cyclone. Thank you for that. I've been drinking lots of water. How much of it did I eat? I basically had half of the pepperoni pizza and half of the chicken pesto pizza. Whatever the fuck, I don't even remember what it was. It had like chicken, pesto sauce. It had avocado on it, which was a bit fucked because I'm not a fan of heated up avocado. I only like cold avocado on things. It had red onion, like Spanish onion. It's a bit fucked. I'm not gonna eat any more of it. I'm not eating any more of it. Yeah, I didn't know that the pizza had avocado on it. Avocado on things that are like, you know, in the oven is fucked. Like, avocado's only good if it's cold, or if it's just like fresh at room temperature at least. It's like once I got this bloody sandwich toasted from this place, and I had no idea that the sandwich had avocado inside it. So I like bit into the sandwich, and I was just like, what the fuck is this? Also, this is really loud. I've just realized the game's very loud.
Good choice.
Raspinal gifting a sub to Hot Avocado. Are you a Hot Avocado, Raspinal? Are you a Hot Avocado? Oh, my stomach, dude. Gotta finish Vengeance of Mr. Peppermint, which is not the game I'm currently playing. It's not the game I'm currently playing.
Quickly, Catherine. The Alpha Ozone, it's gone.
Oh!
I've been working on it for 30 years. I finally succeeded, and now it's gone. What are we going to do now at the International Clean Air Conference? Everybody's waiting to see it. What can I do? I'm so old now. Who is going to help me find the Alpha Ozone for me?
Pizza worm?
In eating your intestine slowly. Groovy. Groovy. Om nom nom nom. When you lie in your own chicken hot avocado pesto Spanish onion as sorrow, just think about me, the pizza worm, eating significant portions of your stomach to make really musical anthem.
What can I do for you?
I think I do have a pizza worm. I think I got a pizza worm in me.
Do you think Nando's guy's helping them seal up the restaurant and keep things cyclone safe? Or do you think he's just standing there with a bucket staring off into space not doing anything, waiting for the cyclone to blow him away into the sky?
What I'm gonna say sounds like it's gonna be a joke, but it's not a joke, chat. Wait. Okay, we finished the game. What I'm gonna say sounds like a joke, but it's not a joke. Yesterday, when I went to get the pizza, I went to go to this, there was like this big open car park area. This big open car park area. Liquid Flood, thank you for the 79 months. Fuck Operation Cyber. Oh my god! Ah! Dude. It has had massive pain burst. It's getting worse. It is actually getting worse. There's pain in my stomach. It's like I've got a freaking chest burster or some shit coming out. It's full on food poisoning from this pizza. Like, I'm fine. It's just bloody pizza getting digested. It's just like some kind of fucking food poisoning or something. I'm fine. But at the moment, it's more of a threat than the cyclone is.
Good choice.
That was a huge... Okay, it's died down now. That was a huge pain burst there, but... MechManiac, thank you for the 21 months. Thank you, MechManiac. Alright, it's died down. We're fine. I might have attacks of stomach burst every now and then. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, when I went to park for this stupid bloody pizza... There's a huge park. There's a huge park. It's got one entrance. It's got one entrance with a little ramp. This huge parking area was barely taken because no one's out, because everyone's just indoors. Huge parking area. There's a little ramp. I go to park. I go around the thing to get to the ramp. Some fucking dude has parked in front of the entrance. Horizontally, just parked right there. And he had just parked there, and I could see him walking from the car from about a meter away. He had just parked fresh, like 2 seconds before me. He had just parked, and he looked like that freaking Nando's guy. I don't know if it was the Nando's guy from the old story, which is probably lost on a lot of viewers of the stream right now. But it looked like him. This guy just fucking parked right in front of the shed. And I was going to yell out and be like, what the fuck? But it's like, it was sort of half raining. You couldn't hear because of the wind. The wind was like out of control. So, you know, I still went to the car park, but instead of using the ramp, I just had to drive, you know, there's like a ledge like that. You just had to drive up it, which is not good for the tires necessarily, but, you know. That's what I had to do because some fuckwit literally parked in front of the fucking thing. There's a student accommodation just on the opposite corner. He was going to the student accommodation. I'm like, do you have eyes? Do you realize you just parked in front of the fucking entrance to the car park? Like, how fucking dumb can you be? That is a level of dumbness that I just cannot believe. Like, the way he was walking off away from the car, I, like, had no idea. It's literally just, like, a little student guy. Like, what the fuck, dude? How can you be that fucking stupid? So I imagine, you know, there's probably a high chance that someone did something to his car by the time he returned. Not me! But, you know, it's like this student accommodation area. I wouldn't be surprised if some dudes went and fucking keyed his car or some shit. But it was gone today. It was gone. Drove past there. Stomach is hurting. Alright. Stomach has recovered a little bit. Let's go. Let's play this, let's continue to play this game. We got to finish it. I'm right on the cusp of finishing it. Once I get absorbed into this game, maybe I won't be feeling my stomach. I'll be too absorbed in the game to pay attention to the stomach situation. All right. So the timer should be at like 2 hours, 10 minutes, I guess. All right, 2 hours, 10 minutes.
What can I do?
Doo-doo Fletchelado.
I said, give me the brandy.
Doo-doo Fletchelado. Oh! All right.
I am a professional doctor man who does medicine stuff. If you get a 400 and pizza worm, it will kill the pizza worm inside you and you will be cured.
Alright, I'll be right on that right after we finish Vengeance of...
Then the tongue of the first alien was so like a, in a way not organic. It was a tube with these teeth in front. It was really not, so I make a very elegant tongue like a sword. They can roll the tongue out, push out, and then it goes, the victim good in the mouth, and by pulling back the whole interior of the victim came out. It must be horrible.
You know I poured some good stuff into your pizza to give you the freshest stomach feeling. By fresh, I of course mean you now have a xenomorph implanted into your large intestine and your occasional spasms are an aerobic kiss from the alien. Burst. Burst.
I think we gotta put the volume down. I think the volume has reset. Oh no, it hasn't. The volume is still at 25. Alright, never mind. Volume should be okay. Maybe the menu is just loud. Continue. Alright, we're right there. We're right there, chat. Thank you, Giga. Thank you, Giga, for your kind donation. Alright, who's ready for some fatalities? Shit. So we're getting into the inner sanctum. Very curious to see what's going to happen in this video game. Let's start. What's up, John Matrix? We're finishing off Vengeance of Mr. Peppermint. This is an utterly fascinating game because it's simultaneously terrible and also amazing. Sledgehammer guy. Alright. Next health. Whee. Oh, we didn't get the environment shit. Can we just stay on the side and just use this on everyone? Alright, good. Oh. Maybe we can't do it on this guy. Okay, so we can just spam the edges. Mr. Radon got chicken strips. That's very good. I need to know about Mr. Radon's food situation. I need to know if he's doing the right thing or not at all times with food. I don't feel like I can eat anything today. I haven't eaten anything so far today. Whether I will actually have an appetite by tonight, I have no idea, but... Alright, this is Vengeance of Mr. Peppermint, guys. He's getting his vengeance on lots of dudes. The animations are sick. The combat has all these different combos you can do, but it's basically pointless to do any of the shit, because the best shit by far is just stun fatality. If you start using all the moves like this, and this, and this... I mean, this combo is good on the dudes that can't be fatality, but apart from that, you're basically just stunning dudes over and over again. Okay. Oh, he's back. The animations, dude. Die, you filth. Oh, we're not actually fighting her? Okay. Alright. Why? You can't be so strong. That is abnormal. Can't wait for more of this shit dialogue, chat. What are you? Calm down, girl. This man deserves his revenge and we deserve to die. You're damn right. Step aside or I'll end you both. You will not kill her. I won't let you. Run, please. No, run. It's an order. Please. Alright, at least that dialogue didn't drag too much. When you get Vengeance mode, you get like different combos. It's one of the more elaborate fatalities. Getting health back is just a matter of killing enough dudes. Let's take the intermission. This intermission mechanic is so freaking weird, but if we stun an enemy with a joke, I want to do that so you get the kill. Yeah. Oh, I fucking... Dude, whatever. This game is Estonian, by the way. That's what we discovered yesterday. The game is Estonian developed. I got tired of you both. That was just inevitable dialogue skip because I was in the middle of attacking. I've got tired of you both. She's upset. Never want her to be upset. Murmurings of macaw not enjoying it. Which game are we talking about? What game are we talking about? I'll say this one last time. If I ever see you again, I will put an end to your worthless lives. Jaded. Katana Zero. I got Katana Zero at some point. I think it was a gift from Duke Donuts. I still didn't play it yet. It looks awesome. Like, Katana Zero looks awesome. The only thing I saw of it was like a cutscene in some video, and the dialogue seemed terrible. It seemed cringe. It was like constant swearing that was really try-hard. It was like really try-hard swearing. And I was like, this is fucking shit. But the game looks sick, so I should like play it, and maybe in context it's fine? Maybe in context it's fine. But the game actually looks like super high quality and everything. Like, I remember that was it was pretty heavily advertised. It wasn't like an unknown thing. It was like super heavily advertised. I remember it got advertisements on like AGDQ one year and shit. Like, it was very heavily advertised. Eaten Back to Life, thank you for the 20-month resub. Are we clear? Yes. Leave now. At the very least, it will be better than the dialogue in this game, that's for sure. Maniac, you are the one father calls Mr. Peppermint? Okay, so it's just us, of course. I already guessed this. I already guessed that the bad guy was going to be us. It looks like the bad guy is just us, as expected. Yes, it's me. I really need to play Stories from Soul. That shit looks amazing. I always was interested in Stories of Soul. Is one of the artists, I don't know if he's in chat, but is one of the artists on Stories of Soul Zetsubera? For some reason I want to say it's Zetsubera from chat is one of the artists. But it is Zetsubera? Okay. Yeah, I thought so. I remember seeing that like over a year ago or something. That game always looked cool to me, but I didn't realize it was as cool as it is, because the new trailer and shit, the release trailer, is like all animation. Like, there's tons of animation in it, kind of like, you know, kind of like Dead of the Brain has some animation, but like more than Dead of the Brain, or like Syo Blade from the 80s is the adventure game that has animation every scene. I didn't realize it had that much animation. So these like sort of animated battle scenes and shit, I'm like very excited to play it. I've heard that it's about 6 hours. I don't know how long it would be if I'm reading all the dialogue out loud, but it doesn't seem too drawn out. Of course, it depends on how much you like the writing, the story, but I definitely need to play it at the very least. The art is incredible with the animations and everything. This is wrong. It shouldn't be like this. Why are you... Father promised something else. Father promised more children. He is my child, the chosen one, like you are. Now kill him. Let Father's will be done. Alright, the maniac, the murderer is us, apparently. Let off some steam? Let off some steam, Bennett? Seems easy enough. Again, the music in this game is really good, how it's all choreographed. The music's constantly changing depending on the encounter. Alright. Surely that's not the last boss, right? Could be. Yeah, okay, still going. Have another smoke. There is a lock on the door. I remember this door, or do I? Something very important is trying to break free like a panicking bird. Something necessary. Priceless? Dear?
Best in life. Crush your enemies. See them driven
Conan's
before
wisdoms!
you. Hear the lamentation of your women.
What's the wisdoms of Conan?
Additionally, what is best in life is the lack of a squirming, pulsing stomach worm that consumes your intestines and steals away all joy and flavor of victory over the lamentations of the women. How's your tummy feeling now? The last
It's
boss
fucked.
of Rising Up?
My stomach is fucked. But it's fine. I'm gonna keep streaming. Thank you, Conan's wisdoms. That was good wisdoms, Conan. The door is closed. There's a lock on it. I don't have the key. I can't break the lock. Something very important is behind the door. I can't open it.
Good choice.
Lim, wake up, Lim. We won't die here. Did I have a choice there? I tapped left, but I was tapping right, nothing was happening. Maybe I could have pressed a button to hit the door? Zafari, thank you for the 17 months. Lim, wake up. Alright, and then we get the dude that we killed at the end instead of at the start. Fear. So we killed his fear. He was scared of himself or something? My head. My death is walking on hard sand. I hear its movements with the back of my head, throbbing as if a hot iron rod has been driven there. Soon I will stop hearing even that. To hell with this. I want to sit with children by the bonfire and watch the flames. Leaning on my name, there is nothing left. Death is coming. Elana Ray!
I hope your copy of Cholambalam is safe and protected from the cyclone. Oh, and guess you are okay, too, or so.
I'm fine, Alana Ray, but the pizza is having some issues on me at the moment. Thank you, Alana Ray. Is this supposed to be psycho artsy fartsy? Yeah, it's been terrible since the beginning with the storyline backer. The dialogue in this game has been absolutely terrible. And what else was there obscuring my scream? The past arises, adding the unsaid to my memory, moments, torn images, imprints of life that are now being burned by cursed fires in my aching head. Children are by the fires, boy and girl. Children are nourished by the warmth of my burning soul. And finally, I can open my eyes because my tears are seeping into me and becoming the beginning of mine. The fires that... This is like AI generated, dude. The fires that heated the iron rod piercing my head are dying out, and only ashes remain on my burned, wounded soul. Seeing me and looking at me for the last time, the children leave. I am empty. There is nothing left in me, not even fear, not even pain. But was it vengeance I desired? I was thirsty, and I killed that thirst by myself. All I had left was cold determination. The time has come to end this, one way or another. Chapter 6, Vengeance of Mr. Peppermint. There's another stage? What's up, epic name, bro? Why is it saying I can pick up a hammer as if it's the tutorial from the beginning of the... What? As if it's the tutorial. Greetings, it is with great regret that I must address the present circumstances. However, it is the will of the Father. Great, who are you? My name is Haru, and I hold the position of manager of this estate. It appears that the moment has arrived, the moment for which I have waited since my childhood, the moment of your passing. You are not the first one who promises to do this. Master Haru, but Father's orders. Father's orders are clear and concise. I am aware of them no worse than you. I'm not entirely sure. I regret to inform you that I am disappointed by your apparent lack of determination. I must insist that you fulfill the task assigned to you previously. If you choose to act otherwise, I will have no choice but to take appropriate measures in response. In such a case, your demise would be the outcome of violating your sworn oath and betraying his divine will. I sincerely hope that I have simply misunderstood your current state of mind and that you are indeed ready for the forthcoming events. Remember, we don't know how AI generated this is or whether they hired someone to write some nonsense for the main dialogue, because the dialogue in the tutorial was definitely developer written by the Estonians and it was totally different to this dialogue. Like, it was filled with certain types of grammar errors and spelling errors, mostly grammar errors that were very consistent, but all the actual story fluff dialogue is not like that tutorial dialogue at all. So I don't know whether they AI generated the actual story dialogue because they didn't have good enough English, or whether they hired someone to write some drivel and the person that they hired probably used AI generation or some shit. I have no idea. But it can't be a direct translation of the original Estonian dialogue, or whatever the frick the language is in Estonia. I don't even know if it's Estonian, but because if they translated it, it wouldn't read like this. If they translated it themselves, it would have all these grammar errors and shit, the same as the tutorial. So it's very strange. Yeah, it could be just the tutorial was separate that they added in way later and they had to do it themselves. I have no idea. But this dialogue is terrible. Let the Father's will be done. Alright, intermission. Knock knock. Ha ha ha. Dude, God, it's so messed up when you use that and then you try to hold forward and roll and it doesn't work because it doesn't think you've pressed forward. So I'm always rolling away when I do that. Estonia is Estonian? I see. It doesn't have any other language option? I mean, I guess it wouldn't make sense for them to even bother with Estonian because the market would be like 0. Cool. Please no dialogue. If the whole game was more like that without having dialogue shit constantly, it would be so good, so much better. Calm down.
I get it.
ChatGPT.
AI writing isn't
Hello?
perfect, but it's evolving fast and can be a great tool. Whether for brainstorming, drafting, or just having fun, it's here to assist, not replace. Creativity comes from everywhere, even from a parrot with a mic.
Hey, you're correct. Yes. Thank you for the donation. $3. Hello, Doai Hui. Welcome. You will not kill her. Yeah, Rising Up was so insane. Imagine if it was longer. Like, man, it would have been so good if they just did like a proper indie game that was like 10, 15 bucks or something and they made it longer. You will not kill her. I won't let you. Run, please. No, run. It's an order. Please. This is the same dialogue as before. How exactly do you plan to stop me? I don't. I don't want her to be upset. I never want her to be upset. My stomach! Oh my god. This chest burster. I did not live a life of honor as befits a swordsman, but at least I can die as a swordsman. Grant me this honor. I won't grant you any honor. God, how many times do we have to fight this guy? The edge of the screen, damn it.
Hey Ralph _ 124 C _ 41. How's it going?
How's it going, Ralph? Alright. Cool. All the animations in this game are like the reason to keep playing it. I don't know why it's saying we can pick up these things. Wait.
Kisses.
Stranger.
One there, probably he could. This alien could be very erotic, and there are a lot of monks here, and probably could be a situation where they kiss each other.
Probably.
And come close with the lips. And then, like here, and then finally, probably you see the eye open a little bit, and then you see some blood running between the lips, and then he pulls out, and then it will be like that a little bit. I mean, this one with the kiss was tilted behind his head, and now he's going at everything back. Here, the poor guy has pointed the lips for a kiss, but he kissed him in the eye.
Get well soon, GWS, 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 GWS.
It's very calm. We're very calm at the moment while we kill all these people. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. I hope you're having a good time, Stranger P. Having Geiger look over the stream. Now we're having one of these other types of intermissions. There's two types of intermissions in this game. One of them is this random thing where it just says intermission and just stops and you just press the button to continue. Makes no sense why this is in the game. They're so random. There was that one stage where there was like 1 million in a row and it was just like, why? But then there's that other system where you have to press F1 for the intermission and then you get one of those things that can happen. Like, it just doesn't, nothing's consistent. Like, why is this here? Like, nothing's consistent in this game. It's so weird. Elkin Doctor, thank you for the 4-month resub. Good evening to you. This game continues to just be the most bizarre shit. That's kind of fascinating. Remember the end of the first stage where like everything became gutsed? Like the end of the first stage, there was like guts monsters that came? We haven't seen that since stage 1. The game is so easy ever since I just realized what you want to focus on with the combat. Holy shit, this is a new enemy type! Holy shit, this is sick! Can we stun them? Can't stun them. Not stunnable. It'd be cooler if they had a fatality with the stunning. If anything, they had to rebalance this so that you could only stun them and do the fatality when they're on low health, not just off any knee. Punch, punch, knee. Finish them. If you don't do that, chat, if you actually use all these combos, like if you try to grab them and do crowd control that's not needed because you can just roll through everything anyway, it takes forever to kill enemies. They just like never die. It takes so long to kill them without a fatality, so. Alright, nice intermission. Another glitched out exclamation mark. Okay, I do not have iframes here. Is anyone wearing a mask right now? Does anyone watch the stream while wearing masks? What are these? Are these like rabbits or something? Like what? No, they're not rabbits. They're like cows? Or... Are they supposed to be pigs? Yeah, there's a lot of glitches in this game where the exclamation mark stays there. No one in chat's wearing mask. Spider-Man has the mask. Why am I using the full combo when I just want to do the short combo into fatality? I haven't even been using block. Just slowly kill them with fatalities. I was thinking about movie license games recently, more chat. See that running move pushing them, it's like conceptually really cool. Okay, let me just demonstrate. That move is conceptually really cool if this game had crowd control. But because this game has no crowd control, it's just kind of... Alright, I have to do the vengeance. It's just kind of pointless to ever throw enemies or do that charging thing. Like, it's cool, this shit, but yeah, like, it just does no damage. There's no crowd control. Could you imagine if this was designed to have crowd control so you couldn't just roll through everything? It would be so different. It doesn't even work on these guys, like, it's so stupid. Vengeance. This dude's got it. But, you know, the fatalities are fun as long as there's a big variety of enemies coming at you. For some reason, like, when the game was the most fun was that third stage where they introduced like a million enemy types with all the crazy animations. They're all together, but you also had lots and lots of background shit, like throwing the sand and using the pots and shit. But now the game's gone back into just like going for ages without any background interaction. Like, the background interaction shit was so fun to combine with fatalities and shit, but now they've just forgotten about it again. Hey, does no damage. Does no damage. I've just freaking made it really dangerous because I just put everything on screen. I mean, they could just use the same environmental shit that it already had at the beginning. Like, just put bags of sand that are so fun to use and all the pots and shit. I mean, I guess on the elevator we had the furnace. That was like a background thing, but apart from that, it hasn't been much. Danubius Vortex Oni, I'm a huge fan of that game. I streamed it actually a few months ago again. I always stream it and try to play for score because the game's unbelievably fun to play for high score. Very good indeed. Big fan of Lawnmower Man. Much better than Lawnmower Man on DOS. The FMV Lawnmower Man. Yeah, these guys can't even hit you if you're right next to them. Guys, let's use some other moves. Let's use some other moves that don't stun the enemies and they just do barely any damage. Chat, want to use some other moves? Alright, Vengeance is killing them at least. Anyway, as I was saying before, I forgot my train of thought there. I was thinking about movie license games again recently, as I always do, but now we're going to be thinking about movie license games even more because Terminator 2D is coming out, which is my most wanted game this year. By the way, I made a mistake. I made a mistake just now, and I made a mistake yesterday and all the other times where I talk about it. Yes, it's true, my most wanted game this year is essentially RoboCop 2D. Terminator 2D. Followed by Neon Inferno and The Scramble Vice. Those 3 2D side-scrollers are looking god quality, and I can't wait for them to come out, and they're coming out this year. So it's going to be a very exciting year. But there's still one more game that I always forget about that's above those. It is my actual most wanted game. Whether it's going to come out this year, who knows though, because it's been delayed for 2 years. But there's another game that's mythical status, so it's above even Terminator 2D. And that is, of course, Age of Barbarian Chronicles, the sequel to Age of Barbarian. It's been delayed for 2 years now, he's still working on it. 3 Kingdom Zhao Yun? On Steam, Tiny Blip? What is that? Is that the Diablo clone? Is that a re-release of the old Diablo clone? Which I have streamed. I've got an actual Taiwanese big box copy of that behind me here. But have they like released it on Steam or some shit? You killed him. Yes, he got in my way. You were just another job, a foolish cop in a peppermint suit, a meaningless creature, not even interesting. Is this your idea of revenge, to be a pathetic creature, wallowing in your own pain and causing the same pain to others? I find it strange to hear this from a hired assassin. You don't know me, you don't know nothing about me. I asked you not to interfere. At first I despised you, then I was afraid of you. Now I hate you. You killed my boss, then you killed Ludwig, you destroyed my life. Criminal life, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You destroyed everything I ever loved. You are Father's child after all. Shut up. Fake, arrogant, stupid monster. You are no different from the maniac you are pursuing. You are no different from Father. Shut up. Shut up. Good dialogue. Yep. Guess I have to be further away. Fatality? As I was saying, before I got distracted by the true most wanted game, which is Age of Barbarian Chronicles, the sequel to Age of Barbarian, I'll replay Age of Barbarian before Age of Barbarian Chronicles comes out when it's got a defined date. I was thinking about movie license games, and you know what would be a sick movie license game? I just got reminded of from the masks in this game. Imagine if there was a point-and-click adventure game based on Eyes Wide Shut. And there's like a horniness meter. There's like a horniness meter of Tom Cruise on the side, and you have to like manage it. And like you can never actually have sex. You're not allowed to actually have sex in it, but you have to manage the horniness meter. It's like a psychological thing. And if it goes too extreme, then it's game over. That would be sick. That's how I would design it. That's how I'd design the Eyes Wide Shut game. Am I gonna play the RoboCop DLC coming out? Probably not, unless it looks really interesting. Probably not though. I don't know. I have to look into it. MacGyver point and click as well. Shit. Shit. Did he actually... Oh no, that's the chair. Okay, we've got a chair. We've got a chair. Boom. They actually gave me another background thing. Point and click adventure game, you play as Tom Cruise. What would, like, you know, if that's gonna be one of the, you know, it's like, say the progression is like point and click adventure game that sort of goes through the movie scenes and shit. How would you do the mechanic of horniness though? Does anyone have any ideas? Like, how would you manage it? How would you manage it so you don't game over? Because there has to be some gameplay element like that in the game to make it more interesting. It'd be very interesting. Blinking? Blinking. Yeah, I need to return to the new Indiana Jones. All the adventure elements in the new Indiana Jones are what makes it interesting. An Amiga. Well, you play as the character. You'd have to play as the character. Never gonna make that. I think the only chance of movie license game is gonna be like Terminator 2D, where it's like an action game. Guess you could make it an action game. Another intermission, good intermission. Gonna end soon, right? This is gonna be the final stage. All right. Change of music for some reason. Dead. These guys are actually pretty easy because they're so slow. They don't do that much damage even if the spear hits you. Alright. I'm fully expecting to just have a nonsense ending that's just garbled nonsense and not really be satisfying. Remember, the game started with a dude watching TV. And I think that the show on the TV was about this investigator who we're playing as or some shit, but we're going insane as well. Who knows? There we go. Another just freaking pointless intermission there. I would just like love to be able to redesign this game. Keep all the same cinematic music choreography and shit. all these sick animations, slightly redesign the combat so it's a little bit more satisfying and not just tedious. Because the animations are so good and still bring satisfaction to playing this. Cut out like most of the dialogue and just rewrite the existing dialogue to make it more like this sort of psychological abstract journey, but just without annoying, stupid, constant dialogue that means nothing. It redesigned this game to be pretty good.
Do for you, Jim.
I said give me the brandy!
Liquid Flood, thank you for the 250 bits.
Just finished driving back home, as Bergman completed 1cc of Tar-Chan yet.
I can't remember if I 1cc Tar-Chan. The Super Nintendo game. Oh, who are these guys? Oh. Alright, intermission. Rest and continue when ready. What's up, chat? The description says we're one of 2 children who were abducted, turned into... Yeah, like, I mean, we did see our sister or whatever. We've seen our sister appear like a ghost throughout the narrative, I'm pretty sure. Except she hasn't appeared in like 3 stages. I don't know, this game is like all over the place. Game is just all over the place. This final stage is definitely lacking some kind of excitement, I feel. It's sort of just... I mean, we had the new enemy. The new enemy is cool, but... I don't know. I don't expect the game to be advanced enough to have multiple endings with the previous stage. I don't know. What is this? Alright, at least this is something interesting. Mr. Peppermint, please allow me to convey my utmost respect and admiration towards your formidable fighting abilities. However, with great reluctance, I must inform you that we are bound to engage in a physical confrontation where I will be forced to take your life. What if I take your life? All events unfolding from this moment onwards will transpire according to the will of Father. I stand firmly committed to sacrificing my existence for his noble cause. In case you emerge victorious in our impending battle, I will take it as a lesson learned that I was not good enough. However, should I succeed in defeating you, I sincerely hope that it will serve as a valuable lesson for you. Another fanatic? Mr. Peppermint, I would kindly request that you refrain from speaking in such an impolite manner regarding a matter about which you seem to have little knowledge. Oh yeah, there was that MP83, I guess. We killed him. Vengeance is fueling your actions, while mine are driven solely by a sense of duty. I am not the biological son of Father, rather as a child I was discovered by him on the streets. I was leading an animalistic existence devoid of any sense of duty or honor. I was guided solely by my instincts, and the memory of that former self is one that I find most unpleasant. Nonetheless, I am grateful that I have long since left behind that uncivilized orphan boy. Instead, Father has invested all of his love and guidance in me. Based on what I know about Father, it's hard to imagine him loving anyone. It appears that we have different interpretations of the concept of love, Mr. Peppermint. The Father's expression of love towards me entailed grueling and harsh training, which I respond to with complete and unwavering loyalty towards him. Hence, if I am fated to perish in battle for his cause, I accept it without hesitation. Without him, I would not have been able to survive for long anyway. Nevertheless, I must caution you that I will employ every possible means to avert such an outcome. I personally have not been responsible for the demise of anyone who held significance to this text. Fuck. This is like quite literally the opposite of Zeta dialogue in terms of trying to have like weird philosophical shit in the dialogue. There's a huge difference between being utterly engaged, where you just are completely mesmerized and keep having to play and it's exciting, and to where it's literally a block of filler. This is a block of filler, this text. It's been like this since the beginning.
For you, Jim.
Christ said, give me the brandy!
Liquid Flood, thank you for the 250 bits.
Also, in honor of the possible current event in Straya, are we gonna see a quick playthrough of Cyclones on DOS?
This shitty
Tornado,
RTS?
Cyclone,
I mean,
Tornado,
FPS?
Cyclone.
Well, I don't know if it's
Tornado,
shitty, but I've never
Cyclone,
played it.
Tornado,
It looks bland, I don't know.
Tornado,
I'm not gonna play it. No Liquid Flood, I'm not
Tornado,
playing it.
Cyclone. Tornado,
And conversely, you have not caused harm to
Tornado,
anyone who held
Cyclone,
significance to me.
Tornado,
The absence of
Cyclone,
personal connections
Tornado,
between us stands as a vital
Cyclone,
aspect of this
Tornado,
fight. Given our
Cyclone,
time constraints, I
Tornado,
propose we conclude our discussion and
Tornado,
commence the battle.
Cyclone,
Let us begin.
Tornado, Cyclone,
Thank God.
Tornado, Cyclone, Tornado, Cyclone, Tornado, Cyclone, Tornado, Cyclone, 555, Tornado, Cyclone, Tornado, Cyclone, stand strong, Tornado, Cyclone, Tornado, Cyclone, Tornado, Cyclone, Tornado, Cyclone, International Super Fast Air Conference, Tornado, Cyclone, Tornado, Cyclone, Tornado, Cyclone, Tornado, Cyclone. One is A, Tornado, the other A, Cyclone. And base hole.
Oh, that Vengeance kick combo is pretty good on boss. I'm just mashing heavy. Mashing heavy is the best attack. It's shit. This game is sort of dragging now, chat. I just want it to end. It's cool. This game is more shit than it is awesome. There's such awesome shit in this game, but it's definitely more shit than awesome. Oh, that does shit damage. It's so random with that attack. It's so random when the boss uses the insta attack, so it's just like RNG fight. Like, this game has zero balancing. All the other bosses have been absolute dead easy. There's like no real way to die because of the rolling. But because this boss has instant like 360-degree attack now, it's like just attrition and luck.
Do for you, Jim.
I said, give me the brandy!
Come on. Who's that? Who is that, Nando?
Hey, Cobber, it's Nando's guy.
Nando's
I have
guy.
a very Nando's level joke for you. Did you eat some ratatouille? In seriousness, I envy the happiness you will feel when you eventually take your stomach ill and poop. Also, this game is 60% poop. Leave my car alone.
Maybe 70%. I want to finish it, but man, I don't see myself really wanting to replay this. When I was in stage 3 and we started getting all those new enemy types and the sand and all the pot plants and crazy fatality animations and shit because there was so many enemy types at once, that was really exciting. Like, I was like, holy shit, this is really standout game again now. Like, I could see myself replaying this and just skipping the dialogue. But now, I don't know. I don't know, this game is weird, chat. It's weird, it's shit, but it's also cool. Alright, I got a vengeance. Another vengeance here, wasn't expecting that. Alright, easy that time. Easy. Good animation time. Thank you for the final lesson, Mr. Peppermint. You are truly an outstanding fighter. Please do me a favor. Just die already. Alright, here's father then. Looks awesome. My child, here we are meeting again. Such cruelty, so many deaths. I'm glad I wasn't wrong about you. Who's ready for probably the shittest block of fucking dialogue now? Yeah, I'll play that for sure, triple quad. If it's on Steam, I'll get it. Dae-hun saw you as his creation, but he, despite all his astonishing intellect and talent, was misguided by his limitations. Dae-hun and Haru were brilliant allies, but in a way they were very limited, incapable of unpredictable and irrational behavior. Pink and Medusa, on the other hand, were completely talentless, but they were the link of irrationality and nothing would have worked without them. And you, my child, the driving force of the entire plan. The instrument of the ritual, the madman who brings death. How lucky I am to have you. I've created you a perfect killer who only needed to be put in the right conditions and wait a little. And you'll do everything I need on your own. As you see, the truth is that our confrontation is a lie. My enemies try to stop me, my servants try to help me, and the result is always the same. I apologize for the monologue, my child, it's my weakness. Every time things go well, it fills my heart with delight. Triumph is the only situation where monologues are appropriate. There aren't many reasons for genuine delight left in one life if one lives for 200 years. You can be proud of yourself. Goma Dank has Kojima judge the chat. It's pointless. I can end your life right now. You're a corpse on a throne. Was this life worth all these sacrifices? I don't know. It wasn't me who killed all these people. It was you. So tell me. He's raging. Just in case you haven't realized it yet, Peppermint, I'm going to live forever. You can think that you killed me if it makes it easy for you. It's already too late. The ritual is complete. I won't die as long as you continue to commit murders again and again. If that's the case, I'll come back here and kill you once and for all. Come back just like you've come back many times before. Bad ending? Make a bad choice and complete the game with a bad ending. I'm not playing this shit again! Ah. I remembered. Her name was Ari. I'm sorry, Ari. A shocking wave of murders is swept across the entire city.
Nor does wrong. But might is part of this world of human conflict, where we all are prisoners. That's the real trap.
Your incomprehensible talking does not help me.
You think so?
Domatrix.
Pretty much.
Pretty much, yes. Thank you for the 700 bits. The killings were carried out with particular cruelty and a huge number of victims were found. The police are calling gang wars the main version of what happened. Several prominent criminal bosses were found brutally murdered. This hasn't happened in the city for over 20 years. A large amount of strong drugs and poisonous substances were found in the blood of the gangsters. Some link to the activities of Bang Dae-hun, a chemist with a sinister reputation who was also found dead in his own greenhouse. Perhaps drug processing caused this insane slaughter among the criminal world. The surviving wounded criminals say something about a certain Mr. Peppermint, a man in a light-colored suit. No traces of such a person have been found. The police dismiss these testimonies as drug-induced hallucinations. This narrative would be cool and would work if the dialogue was not terrible and there was like 80% less dialogue. Alright, there we go. There we go. Serhi Yemet, story writer.
I said, give me the brandy!
Whole bunch of animators. Look at all the bloody animators. Liquid Flood, thank you for 250 bits.
Okay, a bad joke then I have to stop these donations. Here we go. What happened when Napoleon went to Mount Olive?
What? What happened?
Popeye got pissed. Macarum.
We'll play some Popeye games.
Macarum 5555 Macarum big biceps tonight Macarum.
Yeah, I'll look up the other ending.
Macarum Rakataka filmed and maybe a dark rift.
I'll look up the other ending. Thank you. Thank you, Liquid Flood. What was even that ending? Like, Father said that he had made us. He created the ultimate weapon.
Son of a bitch is dug in like an Alabama.
And we murdered all the dudes.
You're hit. You're bleeding, man.
I ain't got time.
Okay.
John Matrix.
I just want to know how your stomach feels right now.
A bit
Have
fucked.
you shoved out toxic poop yet? Or is the pizza worm still at work? Can you play some pizza worm right now and not feel sick doing so?
It's just kind of the same, just pains in my stomach, just pains going through my stomach. That stupid pizza. Thank you, John Matrix, for your concern. Came a murderer from the trauma of his cult, kidnapping his sister, children. But we murdered bad guys, didn't we? We just killed all the criminals. Right? Like, we just killed all the criminals, so it's not that bad, right? Tinfoil, thank you for the 70-month resub. Tinfoil. Such a weird game. There's amazingly sick elements to this game. All that art, all the animations. The combat is totally misdesigned because crowd control's non-existent and all your moves are pointless. But there's still satisfaction to just going back and forth doing the fatalities on all the enemies because of the animations. It's most fun when there's all the weapons in the background and shit, like in stage 3 though, and the most enemy variety. But ultimately it's kind of a game that doesn't even come close to living up to its true potential. Yeah, the story's pretty shit. Even if you ignore 80% of the fluff dialogue, the story... I don't know, we gotta see the good ending, but the game's got way too much text that's terrible. This would have worked as an abstract little side-scrolling beat-em-up thing if the text was kept minimal. You could have the same story, and it would be more effective, but the way that it is at the moment, it's just AI-generated drivel, it seems like. Yeah, Hotline Miami is kind of similar. Weird game. What is dojang? Is this just the dojo? Yeah, it's just dojo. Alright, whatever. There's a lot of awesome shit to this game. It's not like this game is without merit at all. There's definitely, like, if you just play through this ignoring the dialogue, you just get a gist of the dialogue and you ignore actually reading all this shit, and you get some satisfaction from just stunning and constantly fatalitying the enemies because all the other moves are useless. There's merit to this. It does get quite tedious, but the music carries it a little bit during the tediousness. And the animations, especially when you get to stage 3 and there's so many new enemies that have elaborate fatality animations, it gets a little bit exciting. But yeah, it ultimately falls quite flat, and it's just a game of bizarre interest. There's some shockingly awesome shit in this game, but it's wrapped up in a way that makes it hard to enjoy. So much pointless. Even this, we've got like fucking... We've got like different sayings at the bottom that are just shit. It's just... this game is trying to be so much more clever than it actually is. Because it's literally just like AI generated shit. Like the game doesn't even come 1% to earning being weird philosophical dialogue shit. It's not even close. It's so shit, the dialogue. Anyway, the game's kind of cool when there's like 5 different enemy types on screen. You're doing the fatality between all of them, and it's kind of sick visually. And the music changing with the music choreography is awesome. And you know, music and animation's the best part of this game, easily, by far. But let's just leave it there. Weird game. It's got merits, but it's also fucked. Let's watch the good ending. Let's watch the good ending and see what the good ending is. Probably won't be much different, but I don't know. Maybe there's going to be a true last boss. All right, full game. Does this guy get the full ending? The proper ending? Yep, okay, this is a different ending. It looks like the choice is just whether you let that guy live or not, because it looks like he appears here. Alright, let's see. Jane Gaming's video. It's got a watermark. So this guy's alive now, still, because he didn't kill him. Peppermint. My name is Lim. The Commando Lord? Commando Lord?
Instead of watching this garbage game, why don't you just talk about how good Gears is?
That's what I should do. It's not a bad idea. It's a very good idea. Commando Lord. The Commando Lord. What a good name. I wonder if Bitmap Bureau is going to make other licensed movie games once they have a inevitable success with Terminator 2D. What if they do Predator? Commando. The thing is, Terminator 2 is like the biggest license they could have got. But in terms of pop culture, I guess Predator would be pretty good as well. I hope they, like, Predator would be amazing, but, you know, let's just see how Terminator 2D goes to start with. Terminator 2D looks phenomenal. I didn't kill you as well. Don't compare me with this, eh? Whatever. What are you going to do now? Don't know. Just wait, I guess. Give me a minute. Sure, buddy. Wake up, Lim. Lim. Wake up. Is that it? Was that it? Is that the good ending? It's shorter than the other ending. Wake up. Wake up. Lim, wake up. Is it as good as Eyes Wide Shut, chat? What's better, Eyes Wide Shut or The Vengeance of Mr. Peppermint? I'm fixated on the Eyes Wide Shut point-and-click adventure game now. With the horniness meter for Tom Cruise. Do you guys know how good the fucking Eyes Wide Shut, like, soundtrack is? Oh my god, my stomach! Ah! Had another friggin' chest burster moment. The soundtrack to Eyes Wide Shut is so fucking good. It's so fucking good. What are we gonna do now? Oh, my stomach. Vengeance of Mr. Peppermint has good moments in it, but ultimately, you know, it's unbelievably flawed game.
There are different kind of kisses. One, there probably he could, this alien could be very erotic, and there are a lot of monks here, and probably it could be a situation where they kiss each other and come close with the lips. And then, like here, and then finally, zack, and probably you see the eye open a little bit, and then you see some blood running between the lips, and then he pulls out, and then it will be like that a little bit. I mean, this one with the kiss was tilted behind his head, and now he's going at everything back. Here, the poor guy has pointed the lips for a kiss, but he kissed him in the eye.
This is just to give Macaw some time to feel his stomach roil and toil as it gets ready to process 2 kilograms of corrupted Nando's pizza. Then out will come the aliens.
I don't know what this pizza did to my stomach, but this is... Like, you're just gonna get a stream of consciousness... you're just gonna get a stream of consciousness stream, chat. I'm not very proactive today. We finished Vengeance of Mr. Peppermint, which I wanted to do. I'm not gonna end stream yet. I'm just gonna sit here and chill with chat while my stomach is being chest bursted from this pizza. I still don't hear any storm. The cyclone is still not coming. The shops are all shut. The shops have been shut for 3 days now. Thank you, John Matrix, for the 1,500 bits. It's very generous of you. Thank you again, Commando Lord, for the $50. I don't even know what I said if I properly thanked Commando Lord, but Commando Lord, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Chat? How's it going, chat? Do we want to check out the updated demo of the Phantom just to see if I can tear it apart more and they could fix more things? Because they already fixed a lot of the issues supposedly from my first stream. Apparently they were watching my first stream, so they went through and fixed basically everything that I was talking about to a certain degree. No, there isn't Moses the Coot. I just want it to be made. My hierarchy of licensed point-and-click adventure games I want made, number 1 is Married with Children. Married with Children is the most important point-and-click adventure game that should be made. Number 2 is Eyes Wide Shut, point-and-click adventure game with a Tom Cruise horniness meter on the side that you have to manage, and if it goes too high, you game over. And then number 3 is MacGyver. Except the MacGyver point-and-click adventure game, honestly, is not that exciting beyond just having fun about the absurdity of the puzzles, because the puzzles would be random shit connecting together. I guess the Seinfeld game as well, you know, Seinfeld point-and-click adventure game is also pretty high up there. But yeah, you're not gonna get the Seinfeld license, guys. The mock-up Liquid Flood? I think I've seen the mock-up thing. You're not going to get the Seinfeld license. Apparently, these British dudes can get the Terminator 2 license. The Terminator 2 license to do a retro 2D style game for Terminator 2. And despite that, Terminator 2, you know, that's still nowhere near as hard to get as Seinfeld. Seinfeld is never going to get licensed to shit, and unless Jerry Seinfeld dies and people still care about the shit 100 years from now. But Terminator is no longer a very valuable IP, perhaps because we've had like 4 shit movies. But Terminator 2 would still be a big money maker for both syndication on TV well, I don't know if syndication is the right word for a movie, but and also DVD Blu-ray sales going forward for hundreds of years. Like that you could live off that times 400. Like thousands of people could live off the freaking royalties of Terminator 2, probably. Yeah, Ashens, that's like that uses the DOS pixel art, but they've recolored it. But the DOS version only has the first stage. It still doesn't have all the content from the 8-bit version, so haven't checked it out. Friends side scroller. Friends side scroller. Let's do this, chat, if that is your real name. Let's you know what? Let's just fucking do this. Fuck it.
Peggy.
Let's just watch this again.
16.
What's up, Retro Johnny?
Terminated.
Let's keep going.
We
gotta watch the middle-aged British dudes making the game. Does anyone else want to sign a petition so that video games can only be developed by middle-aged British dudes from this point on?
16.
My name's Mike Tucker. I'm the designer programmer of TTD, and it's a love letter, I guess, to 80s, 90s arcade games, and we feel like it's the T2 game we should have had back in our youth.
We developed a custom sort of engine system. We call it an abstraction engine, and that enables us to do really wide porting of the games to different platforms. So not only
no, I would be willing to give up on Japanese developers and just have British middle-aged dudes take over at this point, to be honest.
Targeting modern platforms, but also all the retro platforms. So it's very specialised in dealing with all the different assets, be that graphics or audio.
We have a couple of programmers here, Matt and Gavin, who are very clever guys, and they're able to take my code and transmogrify that into something that will work on like a retro system. Or
I guess Japan is making the Scramble Vice. I don't know if there's any new trailer to the Scramble Vice. Scramble Vice was supposed to come out last year. It's been delayed till this year. That's definitely going to be sick as fuck. But I probably still am more excited for this in particular. And then frickin', I guess Age of Barbarian Chronicles is Italian, though.
Well, even like a PS5. It's basically cross-compilation, but it's all very clever. I stay away from that. I just concentrate on gameplay programming and design. yeah, the beauty of it is that we just target one platform, and then from that we can hit just about anything else we want to, really, as long as the screen resolution allows. And
how much of my shelf is made by Japanese gamer man? You mean this shelf? Because this shelf behind me is mostly Taiwanese. There's one row of Japan here, this row here with Hydlide, Pina, Elfenlied, the Gekarin quadrilogy is all here, but then all the other rows are Taiwanese. They're all Taiwanese. At the bottom, we've got a little bit of Korean and Western shit like America, Britain and shit from Big Box era. Black Crown is down here as well. Spanish DOS game. It's down there. Most of my Japanese stuff is in this other thing over here, which is enormous. That's where most of the Japanese shit is.
Yeah, and the memory, of course.
I'm macawLaugh, art director and pixel artist from Bitmap Europe.
You also need big ass freaking Dutch pixel artist to do all the pixel art to the game. Oh, look at this. I didn't notice this. You can really take apart this game with all the footage that they've released. We already put together all the stages. Like, I already did that when the game was announced. We put together what all the stages would be just based on all this footage. It's very easy to sort of design the game with what they've shown. But I never noticed the high score screen in the back here. Story mode on no problemo difficulty. There's going to be different difficulties. No problemo is probably easy. First is 100,000. Score definitely has like a... Why does it say S? S-A-A-A-B-B-C? Is that ranking, maybe?
Bro, I took on the future war levels in our game, which are action-packed run-and-gun missions with many iconic enemies and vehicles. We also have the HK Centurion as a boss, which isn't present in any of the movies. The first time is seeing your HK Centurion boss appear from behind a collapsing building in-game was just excellent. It's almost a great moment where you see your art come alive in the game.
Henk Nieborg playing his pixel art shit in this dark room lit up with these yellow lights.
Animating that thing by hand was quite a challenge also, but very satisfying. Also, the attract sequence is a winner.
This looks so shit like all of the modern IP cash-ins? What? 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 How do you come to that conclusion? I'm just curious.
For me, which I created late in the project, which makes it feel like a proper arcade game experience.
Throughout the game, we have numerous different sections and levels throughout that reflect different parts of the movie. The movie is something we all grew up with and all love dearly, and when anytime you're translating something...
You can get a lot more footage from this scene as well, where there's little warning signs that show you if you dodge high or low. Then you also have to shoot forwards or backwards. You shoot forwards for the gates, you shoot backwards to get the truck off your art.
You're translating something from one medium to another medium. You have to get the feel correct, you have to get all the key points, you have to get all the moments in the original source across.
When I heard about the project, I knew it was going to be a big ask because T2 spans so many scenes.
This shit looks so good, this scene, man.
And in my head, I thought, yeah, this is going to take multiple types of gameplay.
Terminator.
I finished Jiggy, you're going to have quite a fun time trying to play through Vengeance of Mr. Peppermint, I'll tell you that much. I've never experienced a Steam game that's simultaneously so sick and so terrible before Jiggy.
Number of iconic scenes in the film, and what we found in the game design phase was that they don't suit a particular type of gameplay. So you can have a future war where you're running and gunning.
Yeah, this might get a Neo Geo version, I don't know.
But as soon as you look at something like a truck chase scene, or the hospital.
This is like it's amazing how elaborate this scene is, where it like starts in the suburbs as you're playing as John before it gets to the reservoir.
Just very different types of gameplay. So early on in the game development process, we realised that we needed to look at how we could balance that, how we could have the different characters in the game, and how we could generally tie that together to make a really exciting experience for the game.
The freaking
tie that together.
Hank Nieborg pixel art in this attract mode with these things looks so fucking awesome.
To make a really exciting experience for the gameplay.
It meant jumping around many genres, and yeah, it was quite a challenge making sure that each genre felt fun and kind of flowed from one into the other. But yeah, I think
you can see here there's multiple scenes where you can see this, but you've got score, and of course the HUD is different depending on which character you're using. There's like a future John HUD, and then there's the bloody Sarah HUD, and then there's the bloody Terminator HUD. There's like 3 or 4 different HUDs depending on which part of the game you're in. And there's a multiplier, there's a score multiplier, and when you hit an enemy, it shows you the score. The score multiplier looks like it's increased by like chaining enemies together without taking a hit, I guess. So all these little blue squares, the little blue squares above the multiplier, when he hits an enemy, you can see 1 blue square gets added. So when all the blue squares get maxed out, the multiplier goes up. So basically it seems like highest score would be doing the whole game without getting hit and killing all the enemies, because I'm guessing when you get hit, it resets your multiplier or something.
one into the other, but yeah, I think it works.
Also, the game had to be playable enough and teach you to play within seconds, otherwise you'd be confused and you give up on the game. So getting that curve of difficulty just right is an important part of it, and that all comes from retro gaming. So taking those
it's pretty funny that Sarah has like contra bosses in the Cyberdyne stage.
lessons we've learned throughout time and applying to new games is super important.
I think retro gaming's really made a comeback in recent years, and I think people are starting to see the appeal of the immediacy of retro gaming. Sometimes you could say the simplicity, maybe the accessibility of it. Yeah, I think there's a lot to be said for being able to plug in a cartridge, turning on a machine, and playing within a few seconds.
Looking back, honestly, we didn't expect the project to be this massive when we first started it, but we kept on adding more and more cool stuff.
In my first analysis, I said that there was 3 bosses shown for the Future War stages, but there's actually 4, because it shows you the machine killer, then the flying machine killer, then the Centurion, and then that gigantic mech. There's actually 4 bosses that they've shown for the Future War stages. Still don't know if the Future War stages is all going to be at the beginning of the game, or if it's going to be like distributed throughout the actual narrative. I have no idea.
Once it started showing its potential, the massive amount of pixel art and animation in this project is just insane. The guys at Reef came up with so many great stuff, we just had to implement it one way or another.
Those little moments early on just really crystallized to us that
what makes you think they would spread it out over the whole game? Because there's so much of it. There's just so many bosses. Now, of course, they could be like mid-bosses and stuff. I don't expect it to be like one stage sandwiched here or there. Maybe there's going to be 2 sections, like Future War section at the beginning and then another Future War section in the middle of the game, and then that's it. But, you know, that's why I suspect.
The level of
I would prefer it to all be at the beginning, but if it's all at the beginning, that means there's like this lopsided amount of Contra style gameplay at the very beginning, and then I don't know,
quality that we could still do in the traditional.
My stomach is fucked.
Retro style, but how we could
This
really
pizza.
push it to the nth extreme.
So when I came on board and he told me what the project was, yeah, child me just was so excited and just exploding with joy. So yeah, who wouldn't want to work on a game that was from their childhood?
We just enjoy what we do, and if we find success and make a few quid, that's great. It's not really what drives us. We just want to make games that we enjoy ourselves, and hope there's an audience out there who wants to do the same.
I definitely hope it's all at the beginning. I would prefer it to all be at the beginning. Here you can see, because they've got the HUD, Here, I think you can see the multiplier go up as well. There's like the same multiplier for every type of HUD. Already got 2,351,000 points here. This is obviously going to be the stage right after the Future War. Stage 2, theoretically. Even though the Future War stage could be like 4 bloody bosses or more. I'm really curious as to whether the score is for the whole game or whether the score is going to be different for each section. That high score screen that we saw before shows that it should be one score for the entire game. And obviously, like, for satisfaction, it needs to be one score for the entire game. So I'm sure it is. But, you know, this footage is not anything to go by with the score amounts, I'm sure. Yeah, this like mech boss. Look at the background here. Freaking Henk Nieborg background art as well. Like, I don't know, this could just be a mini boss maybe. This key art is pretty good as well. The shot with Sarah, with the Terminator head in the back, is awesome. They've got like an alternate cover art if you order a physical copy, which I still haven't done yet. But there's an alternate cover art with John on the cover, and it looks like shit compared to this one. I think this is pretty good cover art. Showing Sarah Connor as the main character, as she should be as well. I have Gomadank, yes, I have. It's in the freaking promo for the pinball machine as well. Okay. 5th of September, guys. 5th of September. Let's have a look very quickly at the new Phantom demo, just to see what exactly they've fixed. I just want to mess around to see if I can break it more, to see if the OTG shit is actually properly incorporated and there's not some other problem now with the OTGs. We have to see what the situation is. Download the Phantom demo. Okay, now they've actually fixed the Phantom demo to actually have like a green thing. Before they had the demo on the side, now it's actually got the proper green button, so they fixed that. They're slowly fixing things, chat. They're slowly fixing things. Alright, I'm downloading it. Let's remove Vengeance of Mr. Peppermint. I was going to play Gunryu 2 today, but I decided against it because of how fucked my stomach is from the freaking food poisoning or whatever the heck is going on with me at the moment. But I'll definitely play Gunryu 2 as well as probably Shinobi non Grata on one stream in the future, like a Steam Games Japanese Samurai stream or something, because I want to play both those games. Shinobi non Grata is made by the dudes that are making Scramble Vice right now. Alright, it's almost downloaded. Let's go over here. Updated Phantom demo. Alright. Chat, let's make this symmetrical. Downloaded, chat. Do you guys reckon that it's actually going to be properly fixed, or there's going to be different issues with the OTGing now? Testing the updated Phantom demo. Let's see how good the fixes are on the OTG especially. The OTG is the most important thing that needed fixing. It was the most important thing. The OTG shit was the main thing. Phantom demo. This is going to be really loud, isn't it? Okay, no, it's still low volume from last time. Okay, good. That's right, I can't. Oh no, I can. Okay. For goodness sake, do I have to do a freaking different capture?
For those who came in late, 400 years ago, pirates attacked and destroyed a great sailing ship. A father sacrificed his own life to save his son. A sole survivor washed ashore. The young boy was nursed to health and swore an oath. I swear to devote my life to the destruction of all forms of piracy, greed, and cruelty. May my sons and their sons follow me. This is the legacy of my family. I am the Phantom.
All right. First thing to check. It doesn't happen immediately. We have to go back into the menu. For some reason, it didn't glitch out when you enter the game, but when you go back to the menu like this is when the main menu can glitch out. So let's give it a loop and see if it glitches out like it used to. Because for some bizarre reason in the older versions, the menu would loop. Like it would redo the animation of the Phantom coming in after a while and reset the music, which makes no sense. Because you think that this would be programmed in a way where everything is static and nothing's on a timer or anything. But for some reason, there's like a preset freaking, I don't know what the fuck, how they programmed it, but let's see if it's fixed. What the fuck? How do you program it like that? I just don't know how you program a static menu to do that. I just don't know. I just don't know how you would program it like that. It's a menu. It's a menu. Cats, thank you for the 25 months. Thank you, Cats. Yeah, beat 'em ups have been generally atrocious with all the high profile stuff ever since last year. G.I. Joe, Karate Kid Street Rumble, and Power Rangers. Karate Kid Street Rumble is an unbelievably earnest attempt by the Argentinian developers, but they essentially got shafted. Remember when I was streaming Karate Kid Street Rumble and one of the developers was in chat trying to say like how fucked Game Mill was and shit? Like that happened. Like they didn't want the $40 price point, they wanted to patch it, all that shit. But you reckon, Jiggy? I don't know. Karate Kid Street Rumble is a game that has a lot of merit to it because it's kind of unique and kind of cool in many ways. And honestly, as fucked as it is, the combat in that game is a million times more fun than both Power Rangers and G.I. Joe. Even though the combat is also the most fucked thing about Karate Kid Street Rumble. But it's more fun than, you know, just getting into big constant clumps of enemies. There's so many enemies on screen at once is more fun in freaking Karate Kid than that Power Rangers shit. And then G.I. Joe is garbage. G.I. Joe just full garbage. This game, providing they fix the OTG shit properly and everything, this game is more fun combat than any of those 3 games from last year that were licensed. But Vengeance Hunters last year was very good. Vengeance Hunters was good. Vengeance Hunters was good last year, and then School Hero was good this year, except School Hero is obviously a much more amateur thing compared to Vengeance Hunters. Vengeance Hunters is incredibly polished and proper, but... Alright. I think G.I. Joe is a million times worse than Power Rangers. Power Rangers I thoroughly enjoyed one playthrough, because of the artwork. The graphics were phenomenal in that game, and the sense of style and everything in it was phenomenal. But ultimately, the combat, they got pretty similar combat. Like, the combat in G.I. Joe is kind of just as dull as Power Rangers, but Power Rangers definitely has a lot more variety and stage difference, and like, it's way better. G.I. Joe was atrocious. But the thing about G.I. Joe is that I think G.I. Joe is very dependent on what character you pick. I picked Duke, and Duke is mind-bogglingly terrible and tedious in that game. It seems like Snake Eyes is like twice as fast, and then Roadblock has some shit as well. But, you know, the characters are so underbaked that Duke is just... Playing through G.I. Joe as Duke, my god. That was such a slog. That was such a slog. That was fucked, man. Anyway, let's have a look at this. Okay, they haven't fixed this. They haven't fixed the 3 images for the different selected stuff. Easy is still juddering around in different positions, and hard is a different position when you select it. So they still have not fixed these images. Can I just get in the office and fix these images in about 7 minutes? Can I just get the images and just shift around easy and hard to actually be lined up? It seems like it would be easy to fix. Phantom art in this game is amazing.
You are outmatched. There is nothing you can do to defeat me, Diana.
You know, I learned from the best. The jungle drums.
Trouble in the deep woods.
These cutscenes are amazing. I love how brief these cutscenes are and how good the art is in them. But it's utterly baffling why the music fades out and there's just a little A at the bottom and you have to press the button to continue. There's no reason. Like, sure, maybe you want to sit there staring at the art for a while, but it's terrible for presentation. It should just fade out when it fades. You can make it where you can skip the cutscene. You don't really need to skip the cutscenes because they're so short, but sure, you can have a button there to skip the cutscene, but once the cutscene is naturally over, it should fade to the stage automatically. There should not be any waiting to press the button because this is just bizarre and weird and it's fucked. It's just fucked. But anyway. The cutscenes are awesome. Alright. Alright, the walking animations still aren't working for me. The walking animations are all working in their gameplay demos, but they're not working for me or other people who stream this game. They don't work in different ways. So walking animations are still fucked. Mr. Delight, thank you for the 32 months. I feel like they don't know how to fix the walking animations because it's different on like different computers. They don't know how to fix it or some shit. Hopefully they fix it. But, you know, Jiggy and Shupert, they had it so that this dude with his forwards walking animation at the beginning actually worked. But then there were other areas where stuff didn't work, but it works on my system. So their walking animations are totally random with how they're behaving on computers. What the fuck? Okay, nice bounce up into the air without changing animation. So, you know, the core combat feels good. Boom, boom, boom. Like, all this shit feels good. It's nothing exciting, but for a beat-em-up fan like me that just wants some meaty action, it's good. Nervoso, thank you for the 38 months. Okay, you can only hit him once on the floor, chat. Let me try to do slides and see how it goes. Okay, I mean, it's fixed. They did the fix that I said. They did the fix that I said. You can only hit them once on the floor and then it ends. The weird thing is that even though the slide seems to work with creating an effect of hitting them on the floor, it doesn't happen with the back kick. The back kick does not have a spark that appears. They've like forgotten to add spark when the back kick hits OTG. So the spark should happen. The spark should happen for every hit in the game. The sparks should happen on every enemy. Every hit, every collision of your melee hits. So like they need to add it on the back kick. It's not there in the back kick. See, that's just weird. The bounce is there, yeah, the bounce is there, but you know, there should be the spark, just like with the slide. The slide has the spark. They need to add the spark. There's the goal glitching out. The run buffering off the kick is still broken. There's no hard timing to this. This is literally like you do a kick and you run, and there's a gigantic, gargantuan window of just being stuck in place. Like, this is a big problem. It's so easy just to kick and then just do this. Like, I'm literally waiting like 2 full seconds and it's still happening, dude. Okay, down and attack does not do back fist. Down and attack does not do back fist, chat. So, how do you do back fist? What is back fist now? Oh, back fist is punch and kick together. Okay, back fist is punch and kick together, which is very weird if you're playing on a controller with the default buttons because they're like, you know, it's very hard to press them both with your thumb like that. But this game's also not really playable with an arcade stick because there's too many buttons. Because you've got a useless button for the guns, where the guns are like... The guns are cool, they look cool, but you get punished for killing enemies with guns. I've now got a red skull. Apparently there's a bad ending with the guns. So you get punished for using guns, so it's like a waste of a button, essentially. And then there's another button for the dog, who borderline is absolutely useless. Does he just kill one enemy? Okay, the dog kills one enemy. So yeah, the up and attack. Okay, up and attack, wait. Up and attack is, wait, I need meter, don't I? Yeah, up and attack is still uppercut. Up and attack is still uppercut. Up and attack is still uppercut, chat. We don't need no time, I'm just messing with this. I'm just messing with this. That little explosion there looks so silly. So, you know, the problem with the back fist... The problem with the back fist is that it was down an attack. So in a beat 'em up... I should test that, Jiggy. In a beat 'em up, you know, you're always moving vertically, like diagonally and shit. So before, with the back fist being down an attack, you would always be moving diagonally down like this and then trying to attack, and then you would just get a back fist instead, and it was totally fucked. Everyone was complaining about it. But everyone was complaining about it, but they weren't talking about the upwards uppercut. Because the back fist being a problem, it mirrors the uppercut. It's like a mirror. So you would expect that if you fix one of them, you have to fix the other one as well. So now they've taken it out. They've taken it out, but if you're holding up and pressing attack, it... Oh, wait, what? Wait a second. No, it is there. Wait, what's going on here? So I'm holding diagonal attack here and he's not doing the uppercut. But then if I stop... Is it up attack? No. This is up and attack at the same time. This is up and attack at the same time. Okay, wait. So is it up and then attack after a bit? Oh my god. Oh my god. You can't just press up and attack. You can't just... Wait, I need meter. I need meter. Hold on. I don't know, it's really weird. I think it's like... Wait. Okay, it's just like you can't press them at the same time. It can't be on the same frame. And you can't press punch and then up, obviously. It has to be up and then punch. It has to be up and then punch. So if I do up and then punch diagonally, does it still come out? It does. It does. It's still... It's fucked, dude. Just make it so it's down up attack. It's still gonna create, like, incorrect inputs when you're trying to move up and press the button. Like, at least the back fist isn't there anymore, so you're clear for the entire bottom half of movement with attacking freely with movement. But now when I try to move up, I'm getting the uppercut. Like, you try to move up diagonally and punch, and suddenly you're getting uppercut. Like, it's still there. It's still an issue. It needs to just be where it's just down up attack or something. Down up attack. Like, down up attack. just like an old Capcom game would be good. It's not a hard input for beginners. It's just down, up, attack, and you do it. Instead, we've got this weird, I don't know, dude. Okay, weapons are supposed to break now, though. This weapon, maybe 2 more hits or something. Oh man, that glitch with the run. It's not just off kicks. Okay, there we go. It breaks. Good. Fixed. Weapons are fixed. I don't know if they can still hit OTG. They should be able to still hit OTG. It'll be fine if, like, I mean, probably not if they've done a universal OTG fix, but that's good. Right shoulder button is the clothesline desperation move, which uses meter. I don't know, like, there's still movement problems with the whole uppercut thing. It's not as much as before, so, you know. I was even able to play the game properly before with the back fist, or the back fist and the upper being the way it is, but... you know, the uppercut should be, like, down, up, attack. Down, up, attack. Down, up, attack should be the uppercut. The way it is, you're still getting accidental uppercuts. Just like that. That was an accidental uppercut right there, moving diagonally. Anyway, the rest of the combat is fairly solid. The fact that it's fixed the OTG thing is the most important thing, so you can play this game like a normal beat-em-up now. And it's pretty satisfying. It's way more fun, better, more satisfying mechanics than Karate Kid, G.I. Joe, and Power Rangers. Like, it's more fun beat-em-up mechanics than all those games. We've still got all the bugs. Still got all the bugs all over the place, but I don't know how many of those are necessarily going to be fixed. I feel like, even though I'm going to be a big fan of this, I'm going to be a big fan of this because it's just cool, it looks awesome and everything. I still think that for, like, more the average person who's not a beat-em-up fanatic like I am, or is into the artwork as much as I am, I still feel like they're going to just think this is boring and they're not going to buy it because it's just meh. I don't think that. I think the stages get pretty cool environmentally, but there's, like, no proper bosses and shit. But I can see how people would watch a trailer to something that is a way shitter beat 'em up like Power Rangers, and it excites them because it's got so much crazy shit happening in it. Whereas this game has, like, no crazy shit. This game's very sort of meat and potatoes. This game's very kind of meat and potatoes with just, like, what's required. But it's good meat and potatoes. Like, it's fun. Like, the combat is fun. And it looks so sick. But I just don't think it's going to excite anyone in a general sense. It's going to be catering to a very small market. They might be able to make a decent amount of money off all the physical copies. Like, physical collector shit for all the signed Phantom covers and shit. Just like they're making money off Demonicron from just collectors as well. Like, Demonicron, which had the Kickstarter that was a success, they're making money off that just from Demonicron collectors, Lady Death collectors, pinup collectors and shit. It's not necessarily beat-em-up fans. So this quality level where it's almost like a mobile phone game or something. I mean, this is better than a mobile phone game because you can play it with proper controls and it's, you know, graphically, I think it's still awesome and everything. There's a decent sense of meatiness to the combat. But what I'm saying is that it's not going to excite many people beyond, like, me and Jiggy. It's just, you know. But I'm very much looking forward to play it. It comes out in, like, a week, less than a week now. Don't think the problem is lack of awareness of the issues, many of them anyway. Yeah, like, it still feels like they've got some part-time programmer that's working, like, 1 hour a day on it and that's it. Like, it just seems very like their resources are so limited and they never had a proper programmer from the beginning to the end or some shit like that. I don't know, like the credits say. Let's look at the credits again.
I never want to see you in the deep woods again. Let's dance.
Let's dance. The guy was sliding towards me. It's just so many technical issues. Hold on a second, let me test something. It's phoned in some ways in regards to how much polish they're able to do with it. Like in terms of polishing the game, it's definitely phoned in. They're literally fixing the OTG problem that I called out by using the back kick so much. They're fixing that less than a week before release. So, you know, there's no in-depth play testing going on here where they're playing the game months before release and fixing the core combat issues. They're fixing a core combat issue that literally breaks the entire game a week before release. So there's no time, this game's had no time to simmer or like, I don't know where they've been prioritizing the effort in this game because the shit looks so similar to trailers from like a year ago. Like, there's trailers from a year ago that had all the same art. They clearly haven't had any new art added to the project, apart from maybe some animation shit, ever since, like, freaking months after, like, literally back in the beginning of 2023 or the end of 2022 or some shit. So, like, the art was, like, all commissioned and done, or at least all the main art was done at some point. And then a few artists were hired in Australia to do some animations and shit, I believe. It's very, like, you know, it's not like a single team going crazy. It's like a lot of just part-time work and student work and shit, I feel. It's like a lot of part-timers doing bits and pieces here while the main guy, the Ash Nichols or whatever, is trying to like make sure it's somewhat on track to be okay, but he's also focused on getting like the other games sorted, like Demonicron, Lady Death and shit. Because they did the Kickstarter for that. They did a Kickstarter for that like a year ago when this game was still not even close to being polished. And now this game's about to be released and it's still got all these problems. But they fixed the OTG shit so I can play it like a normal beat 'em up at least. That's the main thing. Who knows how many of the technical issues will be fixed. But if the game ships with the sliding, the animation's not working on walking because they literally don't know how to fix it. Because whoever programmed the core engine literally did it back in the end of 2022, and now the new programmers don't know what the fuck's going on. If they release the game like that, it's going to be like a joke. But I'll still play it and get enjoyment from it. Lady Death is a year away and they're talking about the art being finalized now, basically. Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of the artwork for Phantom was finalized a long time ago. Hold on a second, chat. Let me stretch. Oh, my stomach. Oh, maybe I should have more water. Chat, give me a second. We need water. Alright. Apparently blue skies now. Literally blue skies now, chat. This fucking cyclone just will never come. Literally blue skies. Who knows what's going to happen with it. I still haven't seen Absalom. Maybe we want to watch the trailer to that, but let me quickly have a look here again for a second. My stomach is fucked. Like, I gotta end stream soon. Like, this is fucked. It's still the same, just bloody pains going through my stomach. It won't go away. Alright. Look, these images are lined up. Are they? Yeah, these images are all lined up, so why are the difficulty settings not lined up? Credits. Core team, art director, narrative director, storyboards, head of development, level design, combat design, lead artist, character design, background illustration, lead animator, character animation, lead colorist, background illustration, supporting team, game development. So there's no main staff member that's a programmer. It's supporting team. That's why the programming in this game is so utterly, completely fucked. They're probably using students or some shit. Oh. Oh man, that sounds amazing, Jiggy. That sounds amazing. This is still glitched out where it's still putting jungle on every slot. Like, the slots are still glitched. Instead of them saying new game until you use them, it's like make it like if I start a new game here, the other slots are gonna say stage 1 instead of new game. Maybe I should check out their hard mode. They probably should have GH Trust.
There is nothing.
The freaking Argentinian guy that developed half of School Hero. Very good indeed. So let me just try to play this a tiny bit and simulate just combat without focusing on anything specific. Enemies get up a little bit quicker now. They don't stay on the floor as long as they once did. Look at this, chat. We don't just do this on every enemy now. It's such a funny animation as well. It's clearly just Max's back kick from Streets of Rage 2, but it's so funny to see the Phantom doing that. And then he's got the clothesline as well from Hagar, which is good. Yeah. See, it's very core beat 'em up mechanics. It's core mechanics. They feel good enough for this to be satisfying. I think the main issue on release, beyond any kind of walking animation bugs and stuff, I think this still the main issue people are going to have with this on release is people are just going to say it's boring. There's no proper bosses and shit. I don't think it's boring. I like just meaty beat 'em up with this sick art and these cool environments. Like, I love the way they've pulled off the globe-trotting story narrative of this game. It gets extremely sick after the first area with the India stage. So I think all that is sick, but there definitely needs to be, like, bosses. Or bosses is the main thing that's missing. Alright, whatever. That's good enough for now. We'll see what the game is like on release. That's probably going to be the next time I play it. The next time I play Phantom, guys, is going to be when it's actually released. Now, let's see what the heck is going on with this Absolum game, or whatever the heck it is. People have been talking about this, but I have no idea what it is. I'm not a fan of the character design just from the thumbnail, but let's see what the game actually is. I don't think the demo has the full game in it anymore. They patched that out 2 hours after I did that stream where I exposed it. They patched it by just deleting most of the directory. They patched it by just deleting the directory stuff instead of fixing the core issue, but it's probably for the best to not have all the data in there, so it's a good patch. Coin up, thank you for the 21 months. Temu. Cartoon intro. Got my cartoon intro. I think the game that was released somewhat recently that had a cartoon intro in the same vein of like fucking Shredder's Revenge and shit, just like all these indie games tend to have that have a decent budget. The one that had one that was the most unneeded was Iron Meat. Why the fuck did the Iron Meat developers pay to have that freaking cartoon intro? But Iron Meat was an unbelievably disappointing game to me. Like, I thought that game was ultimately quite shit. Legit, like, it's hard to say that because like you play the first level of Iron Meat and you think it's kind of sick, this Contra clone, but I don't think I've ever played a Contra clone that has more uninspired, dull, and shit stage design after a couple of interesting moments than Iron Meat. Like, the stages in that game, garbage. The climax, my god. The climax in that game was the most boring. It's a box factory. There's no excitement. It's literally the opposite. It's literally the opposite of like any old Contra game in terms of excitement or stage design. Like, it was fucked. Give a fuck about any of this. All right. Alright, probably going to be a pretty sick beat 'em up. It's kind of rare to get fantasy beat 'em ups. We had Shredder's Revenge, Streets of Rage 4, Karate Kid, G.I. Joe, Power Rangers, The Phantom. Like, none of them are fantasy like Golden Axe. And this isn't Barbarian, obviously, but it's just kind of refreshing to get a fantasy beat 'em up. So, you know, if it's the same designers as Streets of Rage 4, that's good. It's probably going to be good. I'm seeing one major issue with this game, though. I don't know what that is, Gary. I'm seeing one major issue with this game. If this is the character select that we're looking at right now, 4 characters, that is unacceptable. That's unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. There's no Hagar. There's no Hagar. You've got main sword man that's like fine for average sword man. You've got little dwarf, who I guess might be the Hagar. The little dwarf guy might be the Hagar, but he's just too small. It's not like the dwarf from Dragon's Crown. And then you've got little flying wizard, looks like fucking shit, like a shit character that's not going to be fun to use. And then you've got thin rogue, like the most generic thin rogue piece of shit. I don't want to use that piece of shit. There's no big Hagar. I guess the dwarf is going to be Hagar, but he's too small. Anyway, the game's probably going to be good. Let's watch the shit a little bit more. Oh, he's got a gun, man. He's got a gun. He's not even like a grappler, probably. He's got a gun. I don't know, dude. Yeah, these characters all look awesome. I like the more traditional looking human fantasy characters look sick. Yeah, like, it's legitimately exciting to see like a fantasy beat 'em up be like the next beat 'em up. Did this have a... This has like a y-axis? I think it's got a y-axis. Yeah, it's definitely got a y-axis, so it's like a normal beat 'em up. So weren't they also making the Shinobi game, which is single plane? And that's more beat 'em up than the old Shinobi games. So are they making 2 games at once, or at least the programmers are making 2 games at once? This... No, that's Lizard Cube? Lizard Cube is doing Shinobi. Alright. I mean, when Streets of Rage 4 came out, I said that the best... Like, Streets of Rage 4 is surprisingly good. It's not the type of art that I would have wanted, but it's surprisingly good nonetheless. Like, it's awesome. And I said that I hope they get the Golden Axe license. They could do a Golden Axe like this. It'll be freaking sick. They didn't get the Golden Axe license, apparently, but they're just making an original fantasy beat 'em up anyway. So this is best possible outcome. Like, this is sick. This is a game I'm looking forward to. Like, fantasy side-scroller beat 'em up has just been so lacking. Like, we haven't got, like, Maiden Cops as well was not fantasy. The closest thing I can think of for one coming out is the swashbuckling game, the Buccaneers game, but that's pirates. Who knows if that new Golden Axe is even still in development? Who knows what happened with that? They haven't showed more in like 2 years. But like, you know, just having a fantasy fucking beat 'em up coming out that's like not a $2 Steam thing or whatever is very awesome. It looks like there's like, look at this. This looks sick. Like, is this actually combat happening in here? Yeah. I'm guessing... I mean, obviously, I hope that the game is not some kind of Dungeon and Fighter grindfest RPG shit. I don't expect it to be, because Streets of Rage 4 was pretty successful. But I do expect there to be more RPG shit than Streets of Rage 4 just because of the theme. I would be kind of disappointed if there's no, like, hidden rooms in the background like the old Dungeons and Dragons games and shit. That's what I want. But yeah, this looks like it'll probably be pretty good. Yeah, we got treasure chests. There's, like, money in the treasure chest. Who knows if you can upgrade your equipment. Man, this character select, though. Fuck off with freaking 3 little thin characters and only 1 sword guy. There needs to be a big... Needs to be a Hagar! That's fucked. That's fucked. That's a fucked 4 characters. Anyway, yeah. When's this supposed to come out? Dark Lord. Absolum. It doesn't say when it's coming out. It doesn't say when it's coming out. Alright, cool. Cool. I should probably go. This stream has just been totally fucked. I've been kind of in a daze. I'm literally food poisoned. My stomach still feels like a chest burst is going to burst out. There was blue sky before, but going to be even more of these annoying stretched out days of the cyclone not coming, the cyclone not coming. When's the cyclone going to come? They're going to delay it again and then again and then again. Who knows when the cyclone is going to come? I'm going to try to stream again tomorrow, but I can't make any promises because it's so volatile, the situation I'm in, both in terms of pizza food poisoning and bloody cyclone. I don't know what's going on anymore. So I'm just going to go, and you're going to see me again soon, chat.
It is, above all, social experiments of which you are the subject.
Go on, go about your life. I'll be here when you get back. As a matter of fact, I might be where you're going before you get there. Maybe our paths will cross. Hey, it's a long night.